seven-time world champion Lakers.
KSPN Los Angeles, a Good Karma Brands radio station.
Here we go, Travis Rogers, DeMarco Farr.
The far side. You ready for the far side?
I'm in the far side.
You're in the far
Let's
side.
Go.
Welcome to the Travis and DeMarco Show. So let's get to the fun, shall we? The Travis and DeMarco Show right now.
What's up, man?
DeMarco back in the house.
Yes.
Good to have you back.
I'm steamed. I missed yesterday. The Luca Fest, the Love Fest. That was awesome.
It really was.
Fantastic. Yes. I would not want to guard him going forward in the postseason.
No.
Yeah.
No. He seemed to kind of unlock whatever was kind of holding him back, or he's been good with the Lakers, but that was different.
Isn't that what Hollywood has been built on? What our lives are built on? When you get that universal love, isn't that a Rocky movie right there? Adrian just woke up. He got his "I love you" from Dallas. That was kind of closure for him.
What it was LeBron saying, "What are we waiting for?"
Right.
And
Take
then
it.
and then they take off and they go from
Luka's
there.
going to be punching meat soon.
What'd you think of
Don't
it?
use that as a drop.
Yeah. What did you think of it? Like just the
whole Love Fest?
Yeah. It was because it was. I
loved every minute.
We talked about it yesterday a lot. I was listening to a podcast this morning. Somebody that's been covering sports for a long time said they've never seen anything like. I really have never seen. We've seen homecomings.
Yeah,
that's pretty common, frankly. But I've never seen a homecoming where everybody in the building's like, I want to see my team lose because I love him more than I love the team.
It makes sense. I've never seen a trade like this.
Right.
This trade still doesn't make sense. And I'm starting to believe the tinfoil hats that maybe the NBA pulled this off to get ratings. Who knows?
DeMarco,
not out of the realm of possibility.
I am not prone to conspiracy theory, but
it's starting to look that way, right?
The two teams that everyone is most interested in, Warriors and Lakers, both got very much a lot better
a shot in the arm.
trade deadline.
Yes.
It is not. And the idea that they did it to tank one team so they could switch to another in a different city. At first, you're like, stop. And now it's like, stop, but if you tell me some more.
If you think business-wise, right, if I can take one of our best assets and move it to our other big assets, how much money can we make off this in the postseason? A lot. Well, let's just go ahead and figure out how that happens. Is that true or not?
And we'll take care of you down the road.
Down the road.
Yeah.
We'll figure it out
We're
down the road.
We're going to put a team over there where you have a lot of business interests, and maybe you'd like to have that team instead of this team.
There you go. Yes. See, that's how it works. At least
wild.
that's how The Godfather taught us, right? Yeah.
Well, yes. I mean, that's not what happened.
That sounds like how Michael Corleone does business, right?
It does.
Yes.
That's not what happened, only I don't know what happened.
Yeah. Right now, Nico Harrison is Frankie Pantageline. Yeah. He wants permission to go after the Rosado brothers, but Michael can't mess up his business with Hyman Roth.
Right.
That's what it is. Right. I need to keep that quiet. I'm trying to make us money.
Yes.
Let's put Luka here and make it work out. But either way, Luka right now, and we've never seen a trade like this. It's never going to happen again, I don't think. That spectacle was – that's why it was jaw-dropping. I don't think you'll ever see that again. To where a player that great would be moved and then comes back.
I think you will see great players move again, but I don't know if you'll ever see a great player, to your point, move that unexpectedly ever again.
And almost get not much in return. That's not fair to AD. You know what I mean. You should have gotten
DeMarco,
more.
You were right the first time.
I don't want to offend the guy, and I like AD.
Your job
He's
is
nothing but class.
Your job is not to take care of AD's feelings. Your job is to tell us, and you're right.
I thought you would get more in return for Luka.
Everybody did. In order of things that shocked everybody, number one, holy blank, they traded him.
They traded him, right?
And then number two was, that's what you got?
Yeah.
That was literally the second thing. It's like, had they gotten Anthony Davis and Austin Reeves and this and that and this pick and this pick and this pick, it would have been like, oh my God, they traded him, but at least they got this.
Right.
It was, oh my gosh, they traded him, and wait, for that?
Yeah.
I
hope Nico Harrison cut a hell of a deal with ownership. I really do, because you're going to have to.
You're not wrong.
This is going to be on your headstone, man. Whatever you do from this point on, you could build 8 bridges, go to the moon twice, come back. This is the moron that traded Luka Doncic. You know what I mean? That's going to be at the very end of it. But
it's impossible not to.
Yes,
it's and you're right. I watching that game a couple of nights ago. That was the emotion of Luka's return was emotional. I mean, just watching it was hard not to be like, wow, this is really, you don't see this very often. But it brought back the whole, how is Luka Doncic
I know, it
on
doesn't
the
make
Lakers?
Sense. It's kind of a, maybe I might be, it's just hyperbole, or I'm just in the moment right now, but it kind of seemed like a passing of the torch, because I've never seen any NBA star get that sort of treatment, ever. I've never seen that for Jordan. I've never seen that for Shaq.
The treatment being what exactly?
Well, you wouldn't trade those guys.
Got it.
To go play,
Yeah.
like, can you imagine if Chicago traded Jordan and then Jordan went back to Chicago? The outpouring of love and anger towards the organization would be deafening. Mm-hmm. It was kind of like that. I never got to see it. I can only imagine it. I saw it with Luka. So it was kind of like a passing of the torch. Here is the face of the league going forward. And also on this team, I don't think LeBron gets that anywhere. I think that had to impress LeBron.
It only happens under an incredibly specific set of circumstances.
Yes.
That you have, look, LeBron's greatness, we've covered this, but LeBron's played in other places. Like, he's moved around a lot. LeBron was in Cleveland, he went to Miami, he came back to Cleveland, he came to LA. Like, he belongs to either a lot of places or no places.
Was his Cleveland return?
Not the first time?
That's what I mean.
Oh, they hated him for it
because he left. He wasn't traded.
He left.
So
and he
it was
left
different.
them in the lurch. Like, remember that whole decision thing? It was like he didn't really tell anybody until the very last second, so nobody could kind of prepare for his departure. Remember they're tearing the
owner was burning the jersey.
Letter from Dan Gilbert. They're tearing the mural off the wall. Like, it was ugly.
I don't remember, regardless of sport, help me out, anybody in the room. I don't remember anybody or any sort of return like that to where you used to play.
Not where the person, the closest one we could come up with, and it's not that close, was when Freddie went back to Atlanta a couple of years ago. And it was because Freddie wanted to stay in Atlanta, that he thought that they were going to work out a deal. And then all of a sudden, the next thing, they signed Matt Olson. It's like, wait, what?
Okay.
And it wasn't acrimonious. It just was pretty sudden. Like, wait, we're moving on from Freddie Freeman? And that Freddie was, whoa.
Yeah.
And he was kind of going through the emotions of being told, we'd rather have him than you. And when he went, and he struggled with it. And when he went back to Atlanta, it was very emotional. There were tears, all of this stuff. The people in Atlanta continue to love Freddie Freeman. But that was more traditional sports stuff where we just picked this guy over.
I don't think Braves fans wanted Freddie to beat them that night.
I don't either. And that's the biggest difference.
Right.
That's the biggest difference.
Here's another one, too, that maybe it might be more run-of-the-mill just because they kind of left on amicable terms, and so the return he's not who he used to be. But Klay Thompson and the Warriors, they had the whole sailor hats and everything. They had a lot of like imaging on their end around it.
It was a nice, warm welcome back, but Klay and the Warriors had a disagreement over money. It's pretty typical.
Yeah, and
I remember heat on that. Steph was like, if you wanted something, you should have stayed. When he hit the game-winning shot on him. Yeah. I'm sorry. Go ahead, Emily. Yeah.
I'm just saying it's not the same thing that happened to Luka, but it was a warm reception.
Warm receptions are not uncommon, but I like what you said, DeMarco.
Yeah.
There's a difference between, dude, thank you for everything you've ever done for me. You're one of my favorite of all times.
Yeah.
And I still want my team to win.
Right.
Every human being in that building was rooting for the Lakers last night.
That's what I'm saying. You turned.
And Luka and the Lakers, not just, hey, you know what? Because we've all done this thing. I hope he gets 40, but we win the game.
Right.
Like that. The perfect scenario is, I want you to have a great day, but I want my team to win. This is, I hope you score 100.
And
I
we
hope
lose.
you humiliate them. I hope you rip their guts out.
Right.
I hope you stomp on Nico Harrison's head and, sing a song on the way out the door.
Yeah.
It was nuts.
I do feel bad, caught in the eye of the storm, and he could be the Cal in the movie Twister. He's just hanging out. I don't know. I'm just minding my own business. Twister comes and takes me up. Is AD. He's in the middle of all this, and he didn't do anything wrong.
No, he didn't.
All he did is be himself.
He also didn't do anything on Wednesday.
No, he didn't.
True, but I mean, it's not. He shouldn't catch a stray or any fallout because of this.
I don't think
it wasn't his idea.
No, it wasn't his idea.
Yeah.
But I think it's just one of those, seeing it, both of them on the court at the same time and getting the very best version of Luka where he went for 40 and the version of Anthony Davis that goes, oh, right.
Oh, yeah. I tried with you.
Very quiet.
You wouldn't let me do it. I said if they asked LeBron, would have asked about the Luka trade. I'm like, how would he feel about it?
He'd drive him to the airport. He'd say, you know what? That's a great idea. Let me go swing by AD. I'll get him. I'll pack him a bag.
Wow.
And I'll make sure he gets on the
AD,
plane.
It's a no-brainer, man.
Of course it is a no-brainer.
That dude is generational.
It's a no-brainer. And then the game, the other night, AD was the kind of game that Laker fans were most frustrated with Anthony Davis.
Yeah.
It wasn't a terrible game. It was an invisible game.
True.
It was like he wasn't out there.
You were non-factor. Well,
Yeah.
that's the thing that's the other basketball thing, if you extrapolate out. When Luka is playing like that and the Lakers are playing like that with him and in sync, the West is wide open for just about for them.
For the Lakers.
For the Lakers. Yeah, everybody should be worried about what you just saw in Dallas if they can keep that same energy,
Damn
keep
right.
that same momentum. Absolutely. Everybody should watch out for the Lakers.
I think,
and the league might be behind them, tinfoil hat. Look out. Right.
David Stern, what would the ideal finals matchup be? The Lakers against the Lakers.
Right.
That is never, from the moment he said that has lived in my brain in perpetuity.
Oh, yeah. There you go.
Because that's when wait, what? Like, I understand who said, the Lakers and the Celtics.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. The Lakers and the Knicks. Sure.
Yes.
The Lakers and the Bulls. Okay. The Lakers and the Lakers? What?
Right there.
What?
Yeah, no, the Lakers are the eighth.
What?
They're
What'd
the
you say?
Ace Rothstein of the NBA.
Yeah.
We protect him. He's making a lot of money for us. Let's make them good.
It's pretty great. I like what you said. Let's come back and let's talk about that a little bit, because I agree with you. They can beat the other 7 teams that are going to be in the Western Conference playoffs, but I do think that there are a couple that are less desirable than some others, and they may get one of those in the very first round. That's coming up in just a little bit. Quick shout out to our man Darren Pollock, who sent along some little Easter treats and
Dead on, too.
Specified Easter treats. I got my York peppermint patties, my peanut butter cups, and my Milky Way darks.
I got Milk Duds, a Snicker, and Starburst.
There you go.
Perfect movie pack.
Yeah.
Yes.
What'd
And
you
I
get?
got my Twix and my Nerds Syrup and my Kit Kat, and then Jorge.
I got my Hershey bar, M&M peanuts, and then my Mexican sandia candy. So
They are from
I
our
spotted that from all the way over there.
Yeah.
our candy
mean-
from our snake draft, which we will have a snake draft in about a half an hour.
What are we snake drafting?
So it's the anniversary, the 25th anniversary of the "Oops, I Did It Again" Britney Spears music video. Exactly, where she goes to Mars and she has the red suit on.
I know what it is.
No, let me explain a little more.
Yeah. I'm familiar with the piece of art that she created.
So we're snake drafting iconic music videos.
All right, we'll do that coming up in just a little bit. A reminder to tune in to Sedano and Cap on Monday, 3 to 6, as they broadcast live from SeaWorld San Diego.
SeaWorld.
Follow our socials and tune in
Somebody
Monday
watch
for a
Cap.
chance to win a family 4-pack and a night at the family-friendly Paradise Point Resort and Spa, just minutes from the park.
He may try
SeaWorld
to
San
jump in.
Diego, open your world to something
He may try to jump
amazing.
in. Just be watch
be
Cap.
careful which tank you get into. All right, the one you don't want to see, you may see first. That's coming up next. It's Travis DeMarco, 710 ESPN.
For ESPN LA contest rules, go to ESPNLA.com and click the contest button.
When pain keeps you from doing what you love, Hoag Orthopedic Institute gets you back to you. We are ranked number 18 in the nation and number 1 in Orange County for orthopedic and spine care by U.S. News & World Report. From the surf to the green, our world-class doctors are there, which is why more Californians choose Hoag Orthopedic Institute for orthopedic and spine care more than any other hospital. At Hoag Orthopedic Institute, there is no one better at getting you back to you. Proudly founded by premier physicians in partnership with Hoag. Learn more at HoagOrthopedicInstitute.com.
Cap here. Here's the scenario. Your home is flooded and the damage is severe. Now it feels like your insurance company is turning on you. They won't approve a replacement living arrangement and the adjuster leaves you in the lurch. Take a breath and call Avner Gatt. With years of experience and a passion for helping people, if you've got water damage at home, call Avner Gatt today. 818-917-5256 or AvnerGatt.com. That's 818-917-5256. Avner Gatt. Your claim, our game.
This is John Ireland. You know BBGO. You see their logo on every Lakers jersey, but did you know BBGO is the official game day snack of the Lakers? BBGO promises bold, authentic Korean flavor. And if you're tired of the same old snacks while watching the game, try America's favorite and #1 Asian snack brand. You can find BBGO products in the freezer section. Try the steamed dumplings or the mandu. BBGO knows that food brings people together, just like the purple and gold. Try BBGO today.
ESPN LA is hitting the road. Tune in Monday, April 14th to Sedano and Cap as we broadcast live from SeaWorld San Diego. We'll explore the nation's largest standalone jellyfish exhibit, the all-new Jewels of the Sea, featuring awe-inspiring jellyfish, and set sail on a flavor adventure at the Seven Seas Food Festival. Don't miss the action, the fun, and maybe even a few surprises. Monday, April 14th, 3 to 6 p.m. Live from SeaWorld San Diego. SeaWorld San Diego. Open your world to something amazing.
With Progressive Customer Service, there are lots of ways to connect with us, so you never have to miss a second of your favorite sport. Because you'd much rather watch a ball go through a net 124 times in 48 minutes when you don't really have to pay attention until the last two, and then somehow those 2 minutes will take an hour. You don't want to miss all that. Luckily, you can chat with Progressive on our app, online, or over the phone without missing a single one of those times the ball goes through the metal circle. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company, affiliates, and other insurers. Not available in all states or situations.
You ever try fixing your car and realize you're missing that one part? Yeah, been there. That's why eBay's my go-to. They've got millions of parts, guaranteed to fit. I'm talking brake pads for when yours have seen one too many miles of stop and go. Oil filters, because you don't mess around with your engine care. Even got this cold air intake on my watch list. I might just go for it. To keep the ride cool and your DIY streak hot. Find all the parts you need at prices you'll love. Guaranteed to fit every time. eBay. Things. People. Love. Eligible items only. Exclusions apply.
This is the Travis and DeMarco Show.
Now weekdays 9 a.m. to noon on LA's mega sports station.
710 ESPN.
Oh, baby, Me too. That's a good beat.
Shocking.
Yeah, I'm just checking.
Yeah.
I don't know a lot of music videos, but I know this one.
You know, wouldn't you say Britney begot Taylor Swift? We kind of began with this, sort of?
I mean, they're in the same half of the universe.
Yeah.
But there's also been pop stars for
but this
a
was
long
time.
time.
As far as I can remember, this was like the first big pop star.
Madonna?
Yeah.
Madonna was, but
no, it's Madonna.
She was that, did we even define pop back
She's a
then?
pop star.
Madonna, I remember Madonna because like 7th or 8th grade is when she just exploded. And
Maybe
it was
because
like,
we were
never
Yeah.
heard of her before. And it's like she was everywhere on the radio, videos, movies. Like she was so famous so fast.
Okay.
Cyndi Lauper.
She had
not on the level
Not
of
the same
Madonna,
level,
though.
but Madonna is the one.
Madonna
A
had
female pop star.
Michael had Michael Jackson.
Yeah.
Kind of overshadowed a lot of people. Michael kind of ruled music. Like Britney had no rival.
I don't see. That I can't speak to.
Yeah.
But Michael had a space that was his alone.
Right,
like
just
he
his.
was it
And
was
then everyone
Michael
else.
Jackson,
Yeah, yeah.
and then the rest of you guys.
Yeah.
And Madonna, maybe not quite to Michael's level, but she was kind of Madonna and the rest of you guys.
Play that. Can you play that again, Jorge, real quick? That song. Because this is funny. The most macho dudes in the world, if you catch them, they will be nodding their head to this.
I know this song.
That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
Like, don't act like you don't like this song.
No, it's fine.
That's what I'm saying.
I mean, it's one of those. I know 10 songs.
Yeah.
I know this one.
If you like Britney Spears, you should like Tate McRae. Tate McRae is a pop star right now.
Is Tate McRae male or female?
Female.
Female.
How
okay.
did you read my mind?
Well, Tate isn't. It doesn't
This is true.
push me one way.
Yeah.
Watch her music video for Sports Car.
Okay.
It's very, very Britney. It also sounds very, very Britney. She is this era's Britney.
Why not?
In terms of like the style of her music and her music videos,
Come on,
I think
Britney.
you guys would enjoy them.
We love you, Brittany. We love you, Brittany.
All right.
Hang in there.
I gave Greg, who was in for you yesterday, this warning. I forgot to give it to you before the show. No, it's not a bad warning.
Oh,
It's just so you know that it's a
Wait,
Travis
hold on.
thing.
Let me please, Chris. Hold on.
Yeah. Oh, you're gonna get your poof on your mic. So that's
there you go.
All right, you're back. It's Masters Friday today.
Yeah.
I'm a little distracted. I got one eye over here. So if it feels like I'm not listening to you, it's because
Who are you
I'm
watching?
not. Well, I'm looking at the scoreboard right now, the leaderboard.
The leaderboard.
Yes, the leaderboard. Justin Rose is your second round leader right now. He is 9 under par. He is on his second 9.
You got to make golf more accessible, man. You got to stop correcting people.
I know.
What's the scoreboard? You don't have to say leaderboard.
Leaderboard.
See?
Bryson is at 6. Sanjay M is at 5. And then you got a handful of guys, McCarty, Connors, and Scheffler at 4. And then
I didn't know DeChambeau is single.
Like not married?
Not
single?
married.
I have no idea.
I was listening to some build-up. All this guy does, he's married to golf. All he does is golf.
Okay.
Like he plays more than anyone else in the world. Like he's hit more balls than anyone this last 3 days than anyone on the planet.
He takes his career seriously.
Yeah,
He does have a rumored girlfriend.
Okay, locked in.
Yeah.
I like it. Locked in.
I have no idea. Did you see that kid yesterday that peed in the creek?
No. Wait,
So-
are you serious?
Yeah.
Like a kid?
No, one of the participants.
Oh, no.
Yeah, his name is Jorge. You might need to help me with the pronunciation here. It's Josele, Josele. I don't know how to say it. Josele.
And the
He's
thing
Spanish.
is, we might not even know his name.
Josel, I don't know.
Josel Ballester is his name. He is a amateur player.
He went number 1 in the creek?
From Arizona State.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, no.
I think you know this. The Masters has this set of rules that they stick to. They do not mess around, right? They're some of them are fine, some of them are kind of silly, like you can't wear your hat backwards.
It's the ultimate country club.
It
I
is,
got you.
And they're not polite about asking. It's like, if you do these things, we will remove you.
That's
right?
part of the allure.
So this dude needed to use the bathroom and decided that he could kind of go over here and I will urinate in the creek and no one will see me. The problem is everybody saw him.
No.
And he got, everybody was kind of clapping and all this.
They were clapping while he was doing it?
Like, kind of like derisively, like, that kind of thing. There were porta potties around the corner.
Oh, man.
That he did not avail himself of. Here was his explanation after.
What happened there? Well, I completely forgot that we had those restrooms on the left of the tee box. Oh, okay. On the 13th tee. Yes, correct. And then I'm like, I really need to pee. Didn't really know where to go. And since JT had an issue around the green, I'm like, okay, I'm just going to sneak here in the river. Probably the people would not see me that much. And then they clap for me. Probably one of the clubs that I really got today, like really loud. So that was kind of funny.
Wait, we're listening. Wow.
Concerned that there might be any blowback from that at all?
That's the right question.
They did see you, right?
Yeah,
they saw me. They saw me. I mean, it was not embarrassing at all for me. So if I had to do it again, I would do it again.
Okay. The only thing that these lunatics that run the tournament care more about than their rules is you respecting their rules.
Is he out yet?
Not yet.
Okay.
Because he gets to play another round today. He's very likely to miss the cut. Okay.
Okay.
I would be shocked if they show him for 1 single second on TV today.
Okay, he's removed.
I would
from
be
coverage.
shocked if this man ever steps foot, because on all this, people are writing about it. Guy took a leak in Ray's Creek, okay, in front of people, and then went on and said, "Yeah, I'd do it again." This guy is going to be erased from history.
Well,
this is what
two
these
questions.
guys do.
2 questions. Has it ever happened before?
No.
Like, no, not get caught. Has a player ever just, I can't make the porta potty? I'm sure they had to in the history of the
I'm sure
Masters.
somebody somewhere has taken advantage of the woods or something at some
Something
point.
somewhere else.
Sure.
Yeah,
not
okay.
on TV,
Not
in
on
front
TV.
of millions of, not millions of spectators, but thousands
Does
of
not
spectators.
excuse you got, just for the fact you got caught. But if he's not the first guy that's done it, and maybe he thought it was okay.
There's a bathroom right there, DeMarco.
I know.
And he's sitting there going, "Oh yeah, I'd do it again."
What if he said Tiger did it last year?
But Tiger didn't do
I
it
know,
last year.
I know. But
Yeah.
as far as we know,
No, you can't just make stuff up.
I don't know.
I'm not talking
a
about
golfer.
you.
Yeah,
I'm saying this guy.
Yeah.
This guy is going to be gone.
He should be.
Like he never happened before, and that he didn't get when they got to him afterwards. And I've read every story there is to read about this. Not one Masters official is quoted on the record.
Oh, really?
Which means
Oh, boy.
they're probably getting ready to erase this man from existence. Like
He
they're
won't be
gonna say,
invited back. Yeah.
What about Josel Ballester?
Hell no.
Who?
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
Won't be invited back.
Yeah, no. So Scotty played really well. This was unbelievable. Had he done what he did,
There's
and
video?
then, and at the end, I don't know if because you can't even bring your phone.
I don't want to know.
You
Yeah.
can't bring your phone to the Masters. You can't video things. Had he done what he did, and then said at the end, when they were asking him, I lost my mind temporarily. I've never been more embarrassed. I apologize to the membership of Augusta
Yes.
National. I apologize to everybody that saw what they saw. It's the biggest regret of my life. It will never, ever happen again. they still would have erased him.
Of course.
And that he did, oh, yeah, I did it. Yeah, I'd do it again. Nah, I wasn't embarrassed.
Yeah.
Unbelievable.
I'm with him on the blowback. Yeah. That's the first thing I think about going number one outside is where the wind is blowing.
Is that what he said?
No, he was talking about blowback like getting in trouble. But that's what I think about when it happens.
Question for
Yeah.
you, Travis.
Yes.
So, golf maybe has gotten. You've talked about how golf used to be one way, now even just casual golfers, like anywhere,
totally
it's now different. Much more relaxed on the rules when you're not in Augusta.
Yeah.
Is it very, very common that this would happen?
Yes.
Yeah.
Not there.
Yeah.
Like, yes. Look,
Waste management? Sure.
Almost anywhere but there.
Right.
Like, that you could go behind a tree or somewhere. First of all, with the players, there are porta potties available almost on every hole.
Right.
There's places
Maybe
that
he's
you can go.
claustrophobic, Travis.
Maybe.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, look, I've gone behind a tree.
Of course.
Everybody has.
So
And it's not that big of a deal except for there where you
So you can, is it sympathize? Like you've been there where you're about to burst and I can't make it?
No, I haven't been there.
Well,
my point is, DeMarco, I would never in a million years.
But what would you do if you're at the Masters and you have to go? I mean, you're reaching DEFCON 1. You're beyond DEFCON 1. You got a 3-inch hold.
There was a bathroom around the. I'm in dire straits. I'm sweating. You're talking about.
You're not going to make it.
He was no closer to the creek than he was to the restroom. So when I turned to my caddy, I turned to an official and say, "Where's the closest bathroom?" They go, "Oh, right there." Oh, great. I'll go over there. Hey, I'm in trouble. Where's the restroom? It's right there.
I forgot they were there.
Thank goodness.
I forgot they were
It was
there.
a young guy acting like an idiot.
Yes, and reveling in acting like
Sounds
an idiot.
like it. Yeah.
And he had the ASU hat on upside down, and it's just like
It was
You
both
know,
wonderful
I'm
and
going to go
horrifying.
pee in the creek at the Masters.
I'll do it again.
Yeah.
there's nothing that I
Right.
personally, Emily, hates more than people peeing in public. I absolutely hate it. And so if I was there, I would boo him.
Boo this man!
I don't have a problem with somebody on a golf course far away from a bathroom. Hey, man, I'm going to go behind this tree. Okay.
You got to do what you got to do. Yeah.
At the Masters, no.
On the freeway,
DeMarco,
side of the road, you
they-
ain't going to make it. I get you.
Some guy, apparently, this is a few years ago, scooped some. One of the rules that they have is you are not allowed to take any souvenirs from the golf. You can buy merchandise, but I can't grab a tuft of grass and stuff it in my pocket. I can't take some sand out of the bunker and put it in my pocket. It's against the rules.
What are you about to tell me?
Somebody tried to take a little, I don't know if it was grass or sand. They took this guy to court and made him spend $20,000 in legal fees.
Oh, really?
They don't play.
You're not coming back.
They don't play. That's the whole point. Like they're just no, we're not going to do that.
Yeah.
And there's a reason that everybody follows the rules because you're gone and you never get brought back.
This is true. Yeah. That's funny. Amsterdam, so many things are legal there that aren't legal here.
Yeah.
The only thing they care about is urinating in public.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah.
That will get you run in. They will bring out the paddy wagon for that. Everything else, good. You have to do what he did. You're going to get 8 cops on you. It's crazy.
You will not hear his name ever spoken aloud again
What a
by
moron.
anyone connected
If that
with
was your
tournament.
stated goal to go there and do that, then you're a moron.
I don't think it was the stated goal. I think it was just a momentary lapse in judgment that he, even when it was pointed out to him, he didn't try to back it off.
You said he's a player?
He's an amateur
He's
player.
an amateur player. You didn't think anyone was going to see you?
Stupid.
Okay.
Emily,
You
I think,
can't see me.
This is one of those, I'm a college kid and I think everything's funny.
Yeah, stupid.
And it's cool. They don't do that.
Oh, my God. You're going to find out.
They don't do it. All right.
How embarrassing. Oh, my God.
Yeah, I would think. I would have been.
Yeah.
Mr. Biaster, I don't think so much.
I think the thing is, we don't need to learn his name because he's going to be erased in a day.
Because of your kid, you're never invited back. Yes.
Do you remember the broadcaster Gary McCord?
From golf?
Golf, but he was on CBS forever and ever and ever.
No, the name, yeah.
Okay, so he used to call the Masters every year.
Okay.
He'd been there years and years. And the greens at Augusta National are very fast, and they are closely mown, right? So the ball moves quickly. He made the comment one year, offhand, he goes, these greens are so fast, they look like they've been bikini waxed. That was his line, okay? Bye.
Gone.
Bye.
That's a little touchy. Yeah.
That's not even within 100 miles of going to the bathroom in front of the
That's
patrons.
a little touchy. Wow.
No,
if he got in trouble for that, you're never coming back. You're lucky you don't wind up in jail then.
They
Oh my
ran
God.
his coach, the Biaster dude's coach. I guess his coach was there and wore shorts to the driving range, and the Pinkertons nearly tackled him, dragging him off the place. Like, no, sir, No, leave.
Can't wear shorts to the driving range?
Can't wear shorts
Do
anywhere.
they not know the rules?
Of course they do.
They're just trying to buck the rules, have
I
fun
don't
with
know.
it?
Either that or they're knuckleheads. Or
Oh, my
something.
gosh. Wow.
Lakers, Warriors, more and more likely. It's coming up next. It's Trav and DeMarco, 710 ESPN.
At Children's Hospital Los Angeles, we're a nationally recognized leader in pediatric care, honored by U.S. News and World Report as one of the best in the country. Here, we achieve amazing breakthroughs that change lives. From groundbreaking cancer therapies that offer new hope to young patients, to advanced heart procedures that save lives, we partner with families to conquer challenges and achieve extraordinary outcomes. Choose the best care for your child at chla.org.
Hey, basketball fans, John Ireland here. Austin Reeves has been playing lights out, and now he's bringing that same energy to his brand new signature shoe, the AR2s from Rigorer. Designed for top performance and comfort, these kicks are for players who grind just like Austin. He was hands-on in crafting every detail, making sure the AR2s deliver on and off the court. So go to Rigorer.com, Rigorer. Don't wait. Own a pair of Austin Reeves' shoes. That's Rigorer.com.
Hey guys, it's Cappy here for Prize Picks. I love Prize Picks, man. I've been talking about Prize Picks for years. I play it literally every day. Prize Picks is the best place to get real money sports action. We have over 10 million members and literally billions of dollars in awarded winnings. Prize Picks has made daily fantasy sports accessible to all. You just pick more or less. I mean, it's really that easy on at least 2 players, and you've got a shot to win up to 1,000 times your money. So run your game all season long with Prize Picks. And here's the best part. It's springtime, right? Baseball season is officially underway. Don't miss your chance to add your favorite players from baseball into your Prize Pick lineup. So whether it's strikeouts, RBIs, it could be first inning runs, you take your pick of more or less, and you can win up to 1,000 times your money. Download the Prize Picks app today. Use the code CAPPY, K-A-P-P-Y. You're going to get a $50 bonus when you make your first $5 lineup. That's CAPPY, K-A-P-P-Y. Download that Prize Picks app. Prize Picks, run your game.
The most followed sports radio station in the world.
In the world. That's right. In the world.
710 ESPN.
You know it. Yeah, tell your friends.
At ESPN Los Angeles on Instagram, Facebook, X, YouTube, TikTok, and Twitch.
We're naturally entertaining.
Yes.
LA's mega sports station. 710 ESPN.
Wildfires don't just destroy homes, they turn lives upside down. When the Eaton fire swept through, families were left scared and overwhelmed and unsure where to turn. You're about to hear something from someone who lived through it, one of Jacob's clients, one fighting for justice against Southern California Edison.
When I got the call, there was a fast-moving fire. I was like, no, this is not happening. And I tried to get out the car to get into the house. When I came out, flipped down the stairs, and I sat outside till almost 4 a.m. I drove to the market, and I slept in my car. And when I went back, it looked like someone had dropped a nuclear bomb out today, and I couldn't recognize the streets.
If the Eaton fire left you and your family with nothing, Jacob Emrani is ready to fight for you. He's already filed lawsuits against Southern California Edison for their responsibility for the fire, and his team is helping families recover every dollar they deserve. Call 844-24-JACOB or visit calljacob.com. Together, we are LA Strong.
Call Jacob.
Good morning, Doctor.
Doctor?
Hi, Doctor.
Doctor?
Dr. Jackson's practice is growing.
What do you mean we're still short-staffed?
He needs a good patient doctor.
How do we not have enough doctors to doctor all these patients?
And he doesn't have the patience to sift through hundreds of resumes.
I need Indeed.
Indeed you do. When you sponsor a job on Indeed, it's easier for talented candidates to find it, which makes it easier for you to hire them. Visit Indeed.com/credit and get $75 towards your first sponsored job. Terms and conditions apply.
IBM in the Masters Tournament announced a series of new and enhanced digital fan features aimed to deliver a more personalized and engaging experience for millions of golf fans around the world. Follow all the action at the Masters Tournament, leverage in-depth shot analysis from Hole Insights and on-demand AI narration, or relive iconic moments within the Masters vault of broadcasts spanning from 1968 to 2024. Experience all the new Watson X AI-powered capabilities, the latest in a 30-year collaboration between IBM and the Masters digital team. Visit masters.com or the Masters app on your mobile device.
It's the Travis and DeMarco Show.
Travis Rogers and DeMarco Fogg.
You want to make friends? You buy a round for the bar.
Yeah.
Luka did that with parking. I thought that was fantastic.
Terrific.
Yes.
The Travis and DeMarco Show rolls on.
On LA's mega sports station, 710 ESPN.
Is this going to be like the Rams postgame
It's
one?
just
where
like
you
the
play
song.
it?
Yeah, I did it again. Sorry.
Is that the golfer? There's the creek. I did it again.
No, it would be like, yeah, I did it. What? What are you?
Oh, my
it's
God.
Like, sometimes the thing is like, yeah, what are you going to do about it? Just wait.
You're right.
We'll show you. We'll show you.
You're
This
about
is
to find out.
This is what we're going to do.
Yes,
with
sir.
An edit of this song that's just oops, oops, oops,
Oh,
oops,
geez.
and it's over and over again. That's him.
No, he didn't say oops. He went, his was what?
Right.
Yeah.
What's wrong with it?
Yeah.
What's wrong with you?
Yeah. I
loosen up.
I cannot wait to hear somebody, and I don't think they ever will. I don't think that the hi-hats at the Masters will ever address it directly. I really don't.
Oh, even talk about it?
I
But
don't. I think
they'll quietly take care of
will
it.
Take care of it without ever.
Some
addressing
institutions must stand, I guess, right?
That's how they see the world,
Yes,
for sure.
okay.
Tomorrow, LAFC will be taking on the San Jose Earthquakes at BMO Stadium, and the first 15,000 fans in attendance will receive a commemorative first responders pin presented by Kaiser Permanente. Get your tickets at LAFC.com and hear all the action starting tomorrow night at 7, right here on the all-new ESPN LA app, your home for the black and gold.
Got a text or a tweet, amateur player, amateur actor. What if it was a pro? What if it was someone you actually knew?
So here's the thing.
Yeah.
That's actually kind of interesting. I don't think there is a player on tour that's playing in this tournament that would have done that other than an amateur.
Right.
And
too much respect.
They understand the rules there. And even if they didn't like them, I think they would follow. Because, look, this is like the holy grail of tournaments. It's a hard tournament to get into.
Right.
Right? So
what about one of the live guys?
No, because those guys played the regular tour
and it
for
might
a
have,
long time.
if sending a message, I don't know, just did it on purpose. Like he was so mad, whatever.
They're not mad at the Masters. The Masters lets the live guys play.
True.
They have no beef.
Something political with the group. I don't know.
This guy didn't know, didn't care, probably both. And
didn't know, didn't care. And you
probably,
play golf?
And probably both. Like, I think he knows it's a big deal to be at the tournament, but maybe didn't understand the degree in which they care about their. And by the way, asking someone not to urinate in the creek is not a big ask.
Hey, man, you'd be surprised what you have to put in print these days.
Not there.
Wasn't there a coach that put, we have to work hard?
Well.
Yeah, right. Yeah. We have to put that in. You have
that
to
was
tell
JJ.
JJ did that. We have to put in work hard. Really? Okay.
Yeah.
I guess that's where we're at. Okay.
I guess so.
You got to program that in now. Don't go number one in Creek. Yes. Don't eat the big white mint in the bathroom.
Right. I don't know, man. I don't know.
Right.
That is an extraordinary lack of judgment, even if you didn't know.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, even if you didn't know, that is one of... Look at the TV. Turn around and look at it. Look how many people are there. You think that walking over there and going to the bathroom in the creek is something that... Now, if he's in dire circumstances, like you're saying, turn and say, hey, man, is there anywhere
to go?
And there's an official every 6 feet. Yeah, right there, bro. There's a bathroom right there.
Knowing some 20-year-olds, like I have some relatives that are 20, they just do crazy stuff. I tend to believe that he thought he could get away with this. That he really thought he could do this without people knowing.
No chance.
In his head.
No chance. No chance.
Versus a golfer not knowing how prestigious and how...
It's both at the same time.
Yeah.
It's
that
both.
you don't know the rules of the Masters. You're playing there. Wow.
Yeah, that and thinking you could. There's too many people. There's just too many. There's a TV camera every 6 feet.
Then punish his parents.
No way.
That's your fault.
No, punish him. He's 20. He's not 4. He's 20.
Take away
All right,
Dad's
Lakers
golf
and the Warriors are at least right now lined up to play in the first round.
I am so excited. Yeah.
It may be one of the great first round NBA playoff matchups in history.
It's outside of Lakers Celtics. Might be one of the most heated rivalries we've had, I guess, in our lifetime. I mean, there's been some mini rivalries that flare up and then they go away.
Yeah.
But it seems like, well, who do you think needs this more? When you talk about this playoff run, LeBron, Steph Curry, clearly they're reaching their end.
You're talking about just those two guys individually?
Just those two guys. Who is it important about who gets the last dub? Because whoever gets sent home, this could be your last time in.
They both have 4.
Yeah.
Steph, obviously, his career is very different than LeBron's. LeBron has bounced around. Steph has been in one place.
And you kind of really can't compare the two head-to-head because they're so different.
Totally different types of players.
But really, it's LeBron's era, or is it really Steph's era?
LeBron's era covers so many eras. You know what I mean? It's a really interesting question. Forced to like, I guess we need to kind of redefine the question, right?
Because that's how they're
going
to play.
As far as like kicking one guy ahead of another, as far like who needs it more to do what? I guess is what I'm getting at.
Well, I mean, assuming LeBron and Steph, how many years do you give LeBron? 2, 3 tops?
Something
Steph
like that.
maybe a year more because
I
of
think
how
they're
he plays.
both kind of on the same timeline.
As far as having, he's got Luka. He could extend this, but this might be their last go round as a 3-6 or as championship contenders. They're both getting up there in age. Draymond's getting up there.
For sure.
Steve Kerr's getting up there.
Yeah.
There may be change on the horizon. So this may be the last time they actually hook up in the postseason.
I agree.
Yeah.
I agree. But like when you say who needs it more to do what?
I guess just as far as that one-on-one competition.
I think
I sent you home. I had one more shot at it than you did.
I think probably LeBron.
You think it
just
needs
by,
it more?
by a hair, because Steph he's
a warrior.
Almost universally loved.
Yeah.
Right? Like there are, other than lunatic G-Fish,
Lunatic G-Fish?
Yeah, G-Fish hates Steph Curry
Why
for
does
reasons.
he hate Steph Curry?
I don't know. I've been asking him for years.
You don't like light-skinned people?
I don't think it's that.
Oh.
He doesn't like Steve Curry, or Steph Curry. But he is in the extreme minority. Everybody seems to like
He's the first.
LeBron James is very polarizing.
Super polarizing.
So there's a lot of people that if LeBron got another one, that's 5. That's a whole nother tier of people that have gotten to that level. Maybe that puts him in a different spot and pulls a few more people to his side of whatever argument it is we're having on any given day. Steph is a warrior, will always be one of the greats all time, universally liked. Like Steph's bones are set. Right? And LeBron still, and maybe it's because he's operating at the very highest level that LeBron can, I don't think either one of them can go down, but maybe LeBron could elevate to an even higher level.
Okay.
I mean, they did beat each other. LeBron did beat Steph 2 years ago to get to the Western Conference Finals.
Right.
And we also were having the same conversation then 2 years ago of, is this the last time they're going to see each other? And now we're hearing it again. So I don't think this is the last time they're going to see each other. I think they're going to keep on seeing each other as long as they can leave.
I'm with you.
He's 40 years old.
He's 40 years old, and
there's only so much you can do.
I think it's not unrealistic to say that this is the last time. I think the Warriors right now think they got a chance to win the Western Conference. I think the Lakers believe they have a chance to win the Western Conference. That wasn't true for the last couple of years.
You got a shot in the arm with Butler, but just to extend those old guys' run. It's going to run out at some point soon. That's what I mean.
I would think so.
This could be the last go-round for these guys. So right now, I guess
Who do you think it is?
You would stack LeBron ahead of Steph Curry on your all-time list.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Maybe
that's
this
easy. That's an easy one for me.
For the numbers, and if he plays longer and picks up another championship, could Steph Curry pull ahead of LeBron James? Maybe when they're both done, the farther we get away from it and you start to reanalyze. Because when you think about old school basketball and what LeBron, I guess, is most vilified for with basketball purists is he moved around so much. Steph Curry is more old school basketball than LeBron. He's still doing it with the team he came in with. You know what I mean? That's how it's supposed to be done.
I think they're in similar but different categories. That Steph is in the conversation of one of the great players of all time, but he's not in the conversation of greatest player of all time. That is a smaller group. LeBron's in the second group. Steph is in most popular, most influential, most game-changing. Like he's in.
That was the other thing.
Yeah,
he has changed the game completely.
Oh, for sure.
Completely changed the game. So I mean, there's going to be arguments towards his lights, his greatness being greater than LeBron's at some point. You can't do it now. You'll get drowned out.
He might have more fans.
Right. So this is what I mean. So this last go-round, this last shootout at the OK Corral, if Steph sends him home with Luka, that could pull him even or probably past LeBron in certain circles. That could get louder. People that are afraid to say that out loud might start saying that with their chest.
I would need to know what the circle is. You know what I mean? Like the circle, if you're telling me that you think Steph Curry is
you get laughed out of the room. The minute you say Steph is better than LeBron, you get laughed out of the room, and it gets very loud.
So different stylistically too.
Who would you want?
LeBron.
Really? Yeah. I might take that 3-point shot in today's NBA game. Yeah.
I'll take LeBron.
You would?
Yeah.
I think I might take the other guy because of how the game is played now.
I hear you.
Yeah.
And LeBron is not the shooter that Curry is, but he's not a bad shooter.
So the other
argument, he can
right.
get to the rim, and LeBron is an unstoppable force in a different way than Curry.
There was another argument. Shaq came in. They said Wemby would give it to Shaq, like absolutely drag Shaq. And are we forgetting what Shaq used to be?
No. Shaq's 150 pounds heavier than Wembanyama.
I know. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
So, and Steph Curry, the way he plays the game in today's NBA, I don't know, man. I mean, we'll see. That's why I think this matchup will be titanic. The storylines will be great.
Let's talk about the team matchup coming up at 10 o'clock. Coming up next, it is our snake draft. It's a snake draft. That's next. Travis DeMarco, 710 ESPN.
It's a snake draft. Oh, my God. I forgot about Highlands. I'm going snake draft. By the way, Travis, did I give you your bottle of Highlands?
You
yet?
did.
I did?
You did.
Okay, where's mine? Okay, I needed this this afternoon right before I came up the stairs because I walked this morning at 4:30.
Ooh, that's early.
Yeah, but the moon was bright and it was a little bit warm. And usually I don't feel the chafe in the morning.
Oh, yeah,
but
the
today
sun's
I
coming up
did. So
earlier,
I started using this every single day, just like I use lotion. So if you've ever dealt with chafing, like I said, you're not alone. Whether it's back in the playing days or going for my morning walks, just like I said with Travis, I always keep Highlands Chafing Relief on deck. This stuff is a game changer. Goes on like a cream, dries like a powder, stays put even through sweat and water. And the sprinklers are on too. So they've got the new spring sprinkler system. So I got hit twice today.
You got wet both ways.
And the Highlands stayed on. That was a good test. No greasy mess, all-day protection. If you've got some chafing, like I said, you're not alone. Highlands Chafing Relief soothes it fast with aloe, shea butter, and tea tree oil. A lot of there. And so whether you're running, riding, hiking, or just dealing with the heat, Highlands Chafing Relief has your back and your thighs and your upper arms and your upper chest area. You get the idea. You don't have to stop what you're doing or stop doing what you love because of chafing. Trust me, grab Highlands Chafing Relief and feel the difference. Available right now at Walmart and Target.
ESPN LA is hitting the road. Tune in Monday, April 14th to Sedano and Cap as we broadcast live from SeaWorld San Diego. We'll explore the nation's largest standalone jellyfish exhibit, the all-new Jewels of the Sea, featuring awe-inspiring jellyfish, and set sail on a flavor adventure at the Seven Seas Food Festival. Don't miss the action, the fun, and maybe even a few surprises. Monday, April 14th, 3 to 6 p.m. Live from SeaWorld San Diego. SeaWorld San Diego. Open your world to something amazing.
When pain keeps you from doing what you love, Hoag Orthopedic Institute gets you back to you. We are ranked number 18 in the nation and number 1 in Orange County for orthopedic and spine care by U.S. News and World Report. From the surf to the green, our world-class doctors are there, which is why more Californians choose Hoag Orthopedic Institute for orthopedic and spine care more than any other hospital. At Hoag Orthopedic Institute, there is no one better at getting you back to you. Proudly founded by premier physicians in partnership with Hoag. Learn more at HoagOrthopedicInstitute.com.
This is John Ireland. You know BBGO. You see their logo on every Lakers jersey, but did you know BBGO is the official game day snack of the Lakers? BBGO promises bold, authentic Korean flavor. And if you're tired of the same old snacks while watching the game, try America's favorite and #1 Asian snack brand. You can find BBGO products in the freezer section. Try the steamed dumplings or the mandu. BBGO knows that food brings people together, just like the purple and gold. Try BBGO today.
Individuals and businesses with tax problems, listen carefully. If you owe over $10,000 in back taxes or have unfiled tax returns, U.S. Tax Shield can help you take back control. The IRS can seize your bank accounts, garnish your paycheck, close your business, and file criminal charges. Our team of tax attorneys can stop collections and get you protected. U.S. Tax Shield offers a price protection guaranteed quote to get you protected today. U.S. Tax Shield is A+ rated with the BBB, so call 800-494-6139. U.S. Tax Shield, 800-494-6139.
Evan Cohen here. Picking a place to build a life is a lot like selecting a draft pick. Make a decision that will set you up for long-term success. Pick Wisconsin. In Wisconsin, you'll find dynamic career opportunities, beautiful seasons, affordable living, and legendary weekends. From its high quality of life and great schools to its fine arts, culinary, and pro sports scenes, Wisconsin gives you so much to look forward to. That's why you should pick Wisconsin. Learn more about making Wisconsin your home. Visit pickwisconsin.com.
And yes, welcome to the Travis and DeMarco Show. Now mornings, 9 a.m. to noon on 710 ESPN. Your destination for LA sports. Let's get back to the fellas. The Travis and DeMarco Show continues right now.
It's a snake draft.
It is a snake draft, and it is time to draft iconic music videos. Our order, because it is the 25th anniversary of this song's music video, which we were all familiar with for different reasons. Our order is Jorge, Emily, DeMarco, Travis, 3 each, 12 total, because all I can fit a graphic, right, Reese?
See.
So, Jorge, you're first. What is your iconic music video that you want to draft?
Oh, I have to go with this one. It's got to be Thriller. Yeah. Thriller's number one pick. It was an event. I wasn't there for it. It was an 84, I believe.
Sure.
You shouldn't be allowed to pick that.
Why not?
Because you weren't there for it.
So what? It's iconic, bro.
Come on.
Did you wait around for it to come on? Remember the little countdown clock in the corner?
Yes, we all did.
Yeah. And it was like a movie. It was like 13, 14 minutes long.
I don't like you right now, Jorge.
Thriller.
Yeah, come on now.
Done.
Easiest pick in the history of the snake draft.
I think that's what I would have picked number 1, but I'm so happy I'm going to get this as my number 2 pick.
Yep.
I do not support this man, but I am going to quote him right now. I'm going to let y'all finish, but Beyonce had the greatest video of all time. Of all time. And even though Taylor Swift is the recipient of the award on that specific night, I do think that Beyonce's Single Ladies is one of the best music videos of all time. So Beyonce's Single Ladies is my pick.
Did I know it means it's pretty famous because, there you go.
Iconic, the 3 women just dancing.
Yeah. I heard that was one take.
I'm
Did
sure.
You hear that was one take. That video.
The choreography you're talking about?
Yes. If that was one take, then Kanye was right.
Yeah. In that, let's not clip that. He's right in that one specific instance in regards to that.
He's right about the video.
Right.
Oh, my God.
Yeah,
Yes.
Right.
DeMarco.
Okay, well, you stole the Thriller one. So you brought up Madonna earlier, and this one shocked the world. Like a Prayer. Remember the video?
Uh-huh.
Yeah, that most iconic video for what was in that video.
Yeah, it's I know it.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Yeah. Have you seen that video for Like a Prayer?
I've seen the Weird Al Yankovic
Oh,
versions of it.
you know what I'm talking about.
I do.
Yeah, that thing set the world on fire,
Yeah,
literally.
it did.
Absolutely. We talked about that video more than anything else on this planet for like 6 months.
Yeah.
I'll go Like a Prayer, Madonna.
Okay, Travis, you got 2.
I think this may be the last time I remember like a video coming out while I was aware of it becoming kind of a phenomenon. And it was partially because of the music genre that it was a part of. And it kind of, I don't know if it launched it, but it certainly was the high watermark of it. It was a weird video. Smells Like Teen Spirit from Nirvana.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Heck yeah.
That was like, it was when I was in the song itself is a popular song, the genre, all of that. So
love
I'll
that
take
video.
Nirvana with Smells Like Teen Spirit. This one is so, like, for lack of a better word, low budget or low tech or however you want to call it, but it was super fun. It was one of the early videos when MTV kind of was just really starting to become a super big deal.
Yeah.
And it feels like they shot it with a Betamax camera in somebody's backyard or garage. Jump by Van Halen.
Oh my God, yes.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, great video.
And it's just them playing the music and David Lee
Diamond
Roth
Dave
and
doing his
Eddie
thing.
Van Halen jumping around. There's literally nothing to it, but you know exactly what I'm talking about.
Diamond Dave was at
you know the
his
video?
peak. Yes.
No.
You don't. Okay, Jorge, do you know what I'm talking about?
Yes, I do.
Yeah, it was
Yes.
just there's literally nothing to it, only them playing and jumping around.
Spandex pants.
Yeah,
With
big hair.
ladies' underwear.
Yeah.
Like on over the front.
Yeah.
And it was cool. He made
It was, and it was a great song.
He made it cool. Yes. Very cool.
So those are my 2.
DeMarco, your second pick.
Okay, this is one. Another one. This is back in the day. I took this one straight off the internet. But it was great. I think this one won awards, too. Have you heard of Peter Gabriel?
Yeah.
Sledgehammer.
Oh, yeah. The train going around his head.
That video won awards. It was awesome. The song is great, and the video takes it to a whole new level. Peter Gabriel, Sledgehammer.
So that was a very, very memorable video.
Yes.
Okay, my pick. I'm trying to pick things that I know you disqualified Jorge for picking Thriller, so I'm taking things that I got to experience. And I remember being around like 5 years old and even just like cosplaying this music video, and like I thought it was so innocent at the time, obviously. But it's Hit Me Baby One More Time by Britney Spears. So it's not this music video, it's the other one. It launched Britney, the iconic outfit she was wearing.
That's the school one.
That's the school one.
Yeah.
It's the, walking through the halls and stuff.
Yeah.
But yeah, Hit Me Baby One More Time.
Good choice.
It's my second pick. Jorge, you got 2.
Oh, okay. So I gotta go with Latino here. So this one put her on the map as far as like we knew what she was able to do with her hips because her hips don't lie.
What? They don't?
Shakira.
Very good choice.
Shakira. That's we have to go with that one.
I can't do it. Yeah, there you go. Yeah.
And then the other one, just like Emily says, something that I grew up, in high school. This is one of the records that came out, and it was one of those videos that you would see on a countdown, top 10. It was one of those. And we played it at every party from school. It was at Usher. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a good one, too.
That's the other one that, from high school and stuff. So, yeah.
Yeah, man.
That's great.
So number 3.
My last
That's a
pick.
good list.
I am thinking between another Beyonce one, which I don't know. I wanted to
Double
diversify.
Beyonce?
It's a pretty freaking amazing music
All right.
video. She makes amazing music videos. So, I am going to go with a music video that was a music video that on this list because of the talk it stirred up, because of the imagery in the music video. I love this artist, and what he did in this video was just really cool. So I'm going to do This Is America, Childish Gambino. It came out, 2018, maybe 2019?
Mm-hmm.
So This Is America, Childish Gambino, for its imagery is mine.
Yeah.
All right,
Good
DeMarco.
choice.
Okay, one more Michael Jackson, since he was the king of videos at one point.
I'm curious which one you're going to take because there's a lot of choices.
Well, it came on.
Yeah.
It premiered on ABC, NBC, Fox, BET, and MTV on February 2nd, 1992. This is all at the same time.
That's nuts.
They broadcast the same video right after all the TV shows went off the air. It was called Remember the Time.
Yeah.
Oh,
Eddie
yeah.
Murphy was in it.
Magic
Magic Johnson was in it.
Oh.
That video. Remember that? It stopped the world again.
That
We all
movie, yeah.
paused for that music video. So Remember the Time by Michael Jackson. Again, the song is great. The video took it to a whole new level.
Last pick? All right.
That's correct.
This is very of its time, and it's very specific to me, I think. But I know you're going to know it, DeMarco. You guys might, because it was a Halloween costume for a long time. It was something that was exciting, but not particularly like graphic or anything else. The artist is Robert Palmer. And the song is Addicted to Love. And he had a band. You know exactly.
Might as well face it.
That's
You're
the song.
addicted to love.
And he has these drop-dead gorgeous musicians. I don't even know if they're actually playing the instruments or not. They all got their hair pulled back. They've all got the bright red lipstick. They're all stunningly beautiful. And they're just kind of moving to the beat the whole time while he's singing the song.
Everybody our age loves that song.
Everybody loves that song. And do you know why they love that song?
Because of the video.
Because of the video. The
Dang
song's
right.
pretty good, actually. It's got a good little, riff and everything else. But that video was very, very iconic.
Robert Palmer.
Yes,
Are
Robert
you surprised
Palmer.
I didn't take Taylor Swift?
No.
Oh yeah, okay, blasphemous. I don't think she's the best music video maker of all time. I've been kind of a little underwhelmed. I'm sorry that loses me a Swiftie card, but if I was gonna pick one, it'd probably be Blank Space. It's the one where she's in the mansion and she's going crazy or whatever. You might have seen images of it, but
don't think I know that one.
see, yeah, and all the rest of the ones I picked, you can see it in your mind.
I was going to pick Aha, Take On Me.
That was the drawing.
Yeah, that
was a great choice.
Great
I
video.
also like
Yeah.
Last Christmas, but that music video for that.
That's George Michael?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it's like the music video is like a whole story and everything, and I
Okay.
like that one too. Also, like What
Addicted
I've
to
Done by
Love is-
Linkin Park.
Oh, my God,
Oh,
yes.
yeah.
Addicted to Love. Anybody?
Chester
Bye,
Bennington.
bye, bye.
God rest.
In
Yeah.
sync. That's
What-
another good one.
I thought you might take Selena.
Selena, okay.
But you guys remember any music videos from Selena?
No.
See, that's what I'm saying.
But
I don't, no.
See?
Not one.
I
you
also
got Shakira in there. That's
Yeah,
good.
yeah.
I was thinking about taking C'est La Vie.
Robbie Neville?
No, it's like that
Oh.
girl group. It's like
Oh.
na 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 C'est La Vie. It's like it was a pop star thing in like the 2000s, but it's in a specific Disney Channel original movie that I really liked, and that's
is,
why.
Is it the basketball one
Nope,
where she
Smart
double
House.
dribbles?
It was in Smart House.
I would have. It's funny. You might remember. Remember Twisted Sister?
Oh, yeah.
Those videos.
Yeah,
Those
where he's in
Niedermeyer?
class?
Right.
Yes, yes,
Niedermeyer.
where he's in it. Boom, 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 right? Yeah, I know
Oh.
exactly what you're talking
And I
about.
was gonna take if I was gonna take it at the Beyonce, I would have taken Formation.
Oh,
Good stuff.
Yeah, formation was good.
Whatever we forgot, give us a call. 877-710 ESPN. That one. 877-710-3776 to tell us the ones that we should have picked. Warriors, Lakers getting closer and closer to that first round matchup. That's coming up next. It's Travis DeMarco, 710 ESPN.
Hi, it's LeBron. The Lakers play here.
710 ESPN.
KSPN, Los Angeles.
A good karma brands radio station.
Hey, it's Mace. Looking for some fun? Dive into Chumba Casino, your ultimate destination for free, fun-to-play social casino games. Play slots, bingo, and more whenever and wherever you want. With new games dropping every week, there's always something fresh. Lounge on the sofa or play on the go. Play now at ChumbaCasino.com.
Available only to players in the U.S., excluding Delaware, Washington, Michigan, Montana, Connecticut, and Nevada, and Canada, excluding Quebec. No purchase necessary. VGW Group. Void where prohibited by law. 21 plus. Terms and conditions apply.
Is it time to downsize? Selling your home doesn't have to be a hassle. With Seller's Advantage, skip agents, commissions, and costly repairs. Get a fair, competitive cash offer without worrying about the details falling through. Chris Chavez, a real customer, says, quote, Seller's Advantage offered me more than I expected. The process was fast, easy, and much better than using a realtor. End quote. Call 888-390-AS-IS or visit sellersadvantage.com for your free cash offer.
DRE number 01961658.
Don't worry, sell happy with Seller's Advantage.
Hey, basketball fans. John Ireland here. You've seen Austin Reeves rise to the occasion, and now he's bringing that same drive to his latest signature shoe, the AR2s from Rigorer. Built for speed, support, and all-day comfort, these kicks are made for players who never back down. Austin was involved in every step, making sure the AR2s match his game. Tough, versatile, and ready for anything. Go to Rigorer.com, RIGORER, and get your pair today. Rigorer.com.
Big on protein, rich on flavor. The new $10 Islands Restaurants protein bowls are here for a limited time. Packed with over 40 grams of protein and stacked with fresh ingredients for the flavors you love. Just in a bowl. Find your protein paradise at islandsrestaurants.com.
And yes, welcome to the Travis. And yes, welcome to the Travis and DeMarco Show on 710 ESPN.
I want to put my feet in the sand. I want to drink. I want to eat. I want to walk. I want to have the sun on my face. That's it.
Let's get back to the fellas. The Travis and DeMarco Show continues right now.
You know what part you left off when you were describing his outfit, DeMarco?
What?
Remember, like, I think it was Eddie had the long, like, red sash tied around his waist.
Oh, yeah.
That
Yeah,
was
yeah.
always kind of flying around in the air.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You want to talk about a tortured genius, Eddie Van Halen.
Oh, yeah. Local. Grew up here in the Pasadena area.
Ran off 3 lead singers?
Who?
I think there was one more after
Sammy?
Hagar that stepped in.
I didn't know that.
Sharon, wasn't it?
I don't know.
Yeah, I think it was Gary Sharon.
Okay.
Yeah, because he's maniacal about his music. He wants to get into the studio and record. Lead singers want to be lead singers and live a rock star life.
We got a lot of suggestions on ones we left off. We're going to get to them in just 1 second. But first, I'm going to remind you that tomorrow, LAFC is taking on San Jose and the Earthquakes at BMO Stadium. Be the first 15,000 fans in attendance, and you will receive a commemorative First Responders pin presented by Kaiser Permanente. Get your tickets at LAFC.com and hear all the action starting tomorrow night at 7 on the all-new ESPN LA app, your home for the black and gold.
Still surprised you let a team be called the Earthquakes, especially here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah.
Right.
I mean,
especially here.
Miami Hurricanes, like same kind of idea,
Okay.
right?
Yeah, makes sense. Yeah.
I mean, they're pretty destructive forces
a
of nature.
A little bit, and they happen quite a bit
Yeah,
here.
Yeah. I mean, I guess it's regional at least.
Yeah. How about the flood?
Wildfire. I mean, I'm not even trying to be, but yeah, sometimes we name crazy
I know.
stuff.
That's
why
crazy.
so many they'll go Wildcats. It's like, all right,
Yeah, safe
fine.
name. Yeah. Naming it
Cougars
after an animal. Yeah, the Bears.
Bears,
There you
Lions,
go.
Tigers.
Right.
That's
Where do you
it
get
is.
Galaxy from? The Galaxy?
Hey, Galaxy's safe, right? That's safe.
But
yeah.
Galaxy, the galaxy of stars in Los Angeles,
safe.
right?
You can't make
Sure.
anybody mad. Yeah.
I'm looking at a lot of good videos that we did not choose.
Hit 'em,
Let's
yeah.
go through it. Let's start in Los Angeles with Kyle. Kyle, you're on with Travis and DeMarco. What's up, Kyle?
Hey, what's up, guys? I was just right off the bat, Chris Isaac's Wicked Game.
Oh, yeah. Great
Chris
choice.
Isaac,
it's black and white,
yeah.
and I forget the names. He had a supermodel in it.
Wicked Game?
That they're enjoying each other's company on the beach.
Oh.
And, yeah. Kyle, am I
Wicked
describing this accurately?
Yes. Yes. Perfect video.
Yeah.
Great song, too.
What's it called again?
Wicked Game.
Wicked Game.
Yeah.
Oh, that one?
Yes.
Oh, yeah, I love this song. I didn't know there was a video. Oh, heck yeah.
You do yourself a pleasure.
Really?
Yeah.
It also reminds me when in Friends, they, I think, get to know each other to the song as well.
Oh, do they?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sopranos had this.
Yeah,
song.
this is it's a good. But the video, I want to say the woman's name was Christina something or other that was
Let's
in the
see.
video. She's
All right.
very, very beautiful. Let's go to Doug in Altadena. Doug, you're up next. What's going on, Doug?
How you doing? Can you hear me?
Yeah, loud and clear.
I think we've kind of forgot two. Band-Aids, Do They Know It's Christmas? And We Are the World.
Oh, yeah.
Great
That's a
choice.
good one.
Great
yeah,
choice.
Yeah.
But the music video is just the most singing.
But
We Are the World was awesome.
But it's all the most famous people in
It's
the world.
the
Yeah.
most famous people in one room at the same time.
Yes.
But they're just singing. It's not that interesting.
Couldn't disagree more.
I've seen it.
They're
awesome.
They're
Everybody.
all in the same room at the same time. That
Bob
almost
Dylan is
never
singing
happens.
with Michael. Yeah, yes.
And I do know that there's a documentary about it, but it's just them singing.
Have you seen it? The doc?
I haven't because it's not that interesting to me.
It's awesome. Yeah, I loved it.
You could be wrong about that. That's
I loved
fine.
it.
Yeah, me
Yeah,
too. I thought that I did not know. I guess I should have known.
You should see it for the Bob Dylan part. Yeah.
I don't care about Bob Dylan that much. I just like the movie.
That Lionel Richie was the guy.
The guy organizing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That he was the
And how
driving
afraid
force behind it.
everyone was of Michael Jackson. Don't make Michael mad.
Well, Cyndi Lauper didn't get the menu or memo, I should say.
That makes her totally
Yeah,
Cyndi Lauper.
That she's
Yes.
doing it, and Michael's looking at her like, "Are you a professional singer or not?" Because my part's been exactly the same
Yes.
every time. Huey Lewis's has been exactly the same every
Wasn't
time.
he the one that was freaking out? He was afraid?
Huey was.
Yeah, like I'm in the room with all these people. I'm
Yeah.
afraid. I thought his part was great.
His part was right next to
Yes.
Michael's, and they were on the same mic
That's
at the
it.
same time. It was
Kim Carnes. Forgot about her too.
There-
Yes.
Everybody was in that.
Yes.
Hermosa Beach. Alex, you're up next. What's up?
Video killed the radio store.
Oh yeah,
on
the
TV.
first video ever played.
Yeah,
Yes.
that's a great choice. That's still a good
Video
song.
killed the
I haven't heard it in
radio
forever,
star.
but yeah, that's a great choice. Good
I didn't
job
know
with
that was
Alex.
so prophetic. It did. Helena, is it Helena?
Helena
Christensen. That's her.
That's
Yeah,
it.
okay.
That's it. Not Christina Christensen.
Helena. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh
There you
yeah.
go. I know the song, but I don't remember the video. Do you?
Oh, of course I did. It
Yeah.
was the first video ever played.
But what was it?
It's the group in funny outfits,
Okay.
and it's like a one-shot deal.
Okay.
It's like low budget.
I'm sure I've seen it. But
Of course you have.
Yeah.
Everybody's seen the Buggles.
Yeah.
But the funny thing was that was the first video played on MTV, but we had seen that video before. So we waited for MTV forever, and then they played that one to start, but it made sense, right?
All right, let's just go down the list here. Long Beach is the next stop, and Mike, what's up, Mike?
Morning, everybody. The video I was thinking about, OK Go, that band has a few. The one on treadmills is really good. And then they have one with like
I've
a
seen that
Rube
one. The one on
Goldberg machine.
I
Yes.
don't know this one.
So there's one in which it's like they're all on treadmills going back and forth, and it's like a very nondescript. It's like kind of a low budget looking music video,
Yes.
and they're just trading spots
I've
on
seen that
the
one.
treadmill. What's
Yeah.
the name? Here it goes again. Here
It's pretty cool.
it goes.
Yeah.
Here it goes. Here it goes again. You know the song.
Do you know this one, DeMarco?
I've seen the video because of the treadmills and how they did it.
I
It's
know
very
the
cool.
song. I'm not.
There's like
I've
4
heard this song.
treadmills in
Oh,
a row,
I've seen that.
and they're
Yeah,
going back and
yeah.
forth.
Okay.
with
Good.
it. That's a good call, Mike.
I was going to say, have you heard of Jamiroquai?
Yeah.
That video for Virtual Insanity?
I don't know. I'd have to see it.
The whole room is moving, and
Yeah.
it looks like CGI, but it wasn't done with this. This video was done like in the 90s.
Okay.
It's
What about that
fantastic.
song with like what was it, Run DMC, and it was the AC/DC or whatever?
Oh, no.
Aerosmith, and they
Walk This Way.
They
That's a
punch a
great
hole
music
through the
video.
wall.
That's pretty good.
Groundbreaking.
Yeah,
Yes.
that was a good one. It revitalized Aerosmith's career, too.
Yes.
Orange is the next stop. Martin in Orange. What's up, Martin?
I'm trying to think of the name of the song, but I believe it was in the 80s. It was Billy Joel, and he would the lyrics were a bunch of these pop phrases, but the chorus was, we didn't start
We didn't start the fire.
The world's been turning. Biden.
Yeah, that's it.
We didn't start the fire.
And the video was he was like a news guy or something, and the world's burning in back of him.
Yeah.
That was pretty good.
We
my man.
didn't start
So
the fire.
funny thing about that, we watched that in high school.
Oh.
So as a part of like learning about American history, we would watch this music video and try to catch every reference that is made.
Yeah.
I liked Uptown Girl.
Well, everybody liked
that
Uptown
video.
Girl.
Yeah, that video was awesome.
Yeah, I mean, that was him flexing.
Yeah, right.
Yeah. That was it. Like, hey,
he sure
you
was.
guys see what I did, right?
Aha.
Look at this.
And remember in Trainwreck where Bill Hader's character can only do surgery if Uptown Girl's playing?
Oh, my God.
And then at the end, Amy Schumer does a dance to Uptown Girl, which is pretty cute.
That's great. All right, another one here. Santa Clarita and Sean. Sean, what's up?
Hey guys, so two videos immediately came to mind for me, and the first one is Guns N' Roses' November Rain.
Ooh,
and the second one is Nirvana Smells Like Teen Spirit.
Got that one.
Yeah, we did. I picked.
Yeah.
That was my first pick. Was
November
the Nirvana
Rain.
one?
That's that solo by Slash.
Yeah.
When they do the flyovers. Oh yeah.
So
that's dope. Yeah.
I like Guns N' Roses.
Yeah.
I'm a fan. That particular song, I don't like the super long ballady songs from bands that kick ass.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, and
Yeah.
that it's fine, but like I just want them to tear it up.
Have you seen this video?
Yeah.
Bro.
Yeah.
This was a movie.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah.
It was grand.
That's a good pick.
It was grand.
Yeah.
Was that Ian? Ian in Long Beach? Ian, you're up next.
Hey guys, so there was a couple of videos that were very of its time but iconic. ZZ Top.
Oh God,
yeah.
yes.
With the guitars on their belts.
Yes.
Man.
Yep.
Sharp
dressed man.
guitars, the car.
Legs.
The girls.
Legs.
Was very
Yeah.
much the
Sleeping
80s,
bag. Yeah.
but spoke to early MTV.
Oh, Ian,
Heck
those are
yes.
great. Those are great. Where,
Yes.
Remember they did the thing where they go woo
Yeah,
with their
yeah.
fingers as she
Absolutely.
goes by? That's a great job,
I
Ian.
met Billy Gibbons.
Oh, yeah?
In Texas, and he is as awesome as you think. He has a massive car collection.
Oh, okay.
Massive car collection.
That, by the way, of things to collect, that's like the ballerest of the things to collect.
Followed
is
only
cars.
by his massive guitar collection.
Yeah. Okay.
Super cool guy. Yes.
Noah in Studio City. Noah, you're next.
Hey, everybody. I don't know if you mentioned it, but Bruce Springsteen, Dancing in the Dark, where he brings up Courtney Cox onto the stage, and they literally set the tone for what became the whitest dance move ever.
Oh, my God, you read my mind.
Yeah, that literally became the go-to move when people talk about terrible white dancing.
That's the
And that was
Carlton.
it.
That's the Carlton.
It is.
That is the Carlton.
And then the Taylor Swift from her most recent Eras tour.
Yes. Oh, my God.
That's terrific, Noah.
Oh.
Yes. And again, that's one of those videos, super low tech. It's
Yeah.
just the band on stage. And they bring up a person who turns out to be a famous person in Courtney Cox, but they're both just bad dancing at each other. It's a weird video. That's a great
I ain't
call.
gonna lie. Whenever that video came on, I just waited for the end, just for that part.
Just where he brings her on stage?
Just for that part. And I love the song too.
Yeah.
But just for that part. Yes. It's the look she gives him right when he sticks his hand down.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm like, oh yeah, that's it right there.
Well, how old's Courtney Cox in that? 20?
No idea.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, and then you're just like, wait, is that? And then when she started showing up in movies and then certainly by friends,
Why does
it's
she
like,
look familiar? Oh,
that's the girl from the Springsteen video. It's like, it's crazy. Yeah. Alhambra and Joe. Joe, you're next. What's up?
Good morning, gentlemen. Great show, by the way.
Thank you.
And I'm right about to get my haircut. I'm hearing your show. I'm like, wait a minute. I remember I'm 50 years old, about the same age as you guys. I don't know if you guys remember Rotation on MTV. Freedom from George Michael.
Oh, God, yes.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. For a minute, George was that guy. For sure. Yeah.
Every hour, MTV will be playing that song. Like, oh my gosh. All right, I understand freedom. I get you.
Yeah. Big time. He changed a lot, didn't he? Absolutely.
Great pick. Great pick.
time.
All right,
Yeah.
one more here. Let's go back to Long Beach. And Amanda. Amanda, you're next. What's up?
Hey, I'm a huge Kiss fan. I love the video "Lick It Up."
Oh, yes.
I love the fact that they don't have makeup on.
No makeup
and-
kiss.
Yeah.
Yes, totally.
Yes.
Good call.
Oh, thank you, Amanda. I'll be honest.
Great call.
I know the song.
Yeah.
Obviously,
But you know Kiss, right?
Of course.
It's the first time they came out without makeup on.
I knew that they had a no makeup era.
Yeah.
And then they put the makeup back on again.
So we couldn't wait. Every time you saw a Kiss interview without their
Yeah.
makeup, they had their backs to you.
Yeah.
And they really played it up. And
Yeah.
everybody protected the business.
Yeah.
So this video starts with a shot of them walking out, but it's feet up.
Mm-hmm.
So you have to wait, and then bam, no makeup Kiss.
Oh, okay.
Blows the world up. It's
Yeah.
just amazing, right?
If you guys like this song from Kiss, it has a very important role in the movie Bones and All.
Ah.
And that's how I became familiar with this
Yeah.
music video and this song. But yeah,
I am
hard to sing loud though. It's a good workout
Yeah.
song, but you just can't sing it loud.
I have been to maybe, I don't know, 10 concerts in my life, maybe less, maybe 8, maybe 7. 2 of them are Kiss.
Yes, good for you.
2 of them are just randomly Kiss. I saw Kiss at the Houston Rodeo, which was awesome. And then saw Kiss at Dodger Stadium when they were playing in right field before the Ducks and the Kings played hockey on the infield. Just the weirdest, it was like a
Really?
fever dream.
Okay.
So you know how
Wow.
they do the stadium series for the hockey where
Yeah.
they play it outside?
Yeah.
The Ducks and Kings played a regular season NHL game at Dodger Stadium, and the rink was basically where second base is.
Yeah.
And in right field, they set up a stage, and Kiss played a concert before the game.
Before the show.
It
Wow.
was wild.
Did they have fireworks? The whole 9? They had to.
beach volleyball in left field.
Oh, that
Vin
sounds like a
Scully
party.
was there. Bob Miller was. It was the weirdest, most awesome, interesting, surreal collection of things I've ever seen in
Weird.
my life.
Wow. Your buddy, me and Key, we had a moment when he won the Super Bowl right down there in San Diego.
Uh-huh.
So I am literally shaking his hand saying, "Congratulations, champ." And I'm saying to Bon Jovi, "Can you guys keep it down over there?" They were playing in the corner. It was weird.
That's terrific.
Speaking of Bon Jovi, so I was listening to a podcast this week, and Quinta Brunson was on it. It's the Amy Poehler's podcast, and she was talking about how Quinta did not know the difference. She thought that John Bon Jovi and Bon Jovi, she didn't know which was the person and which was the band, and then also her mind was blown when Amy told her that her name is John Bon Jovi instead of just Bon Jovi.
Oh, yeah.
And Quinta was like, "I just don't know white people. I don't really care."
Yeah. Hootie and that's not Hootie.
That's Darius.
His name is Darius.
Yeah.
The band is Hootie and the Blowfish.
Exactly.
Another one from Michael Jackson. We did miss "Smooth Criminal." That was hell of a video.
Billie Jean with the lighting
Another
up
one.
on the sidewalk, lighting up. And by the way,
Yes.
super corny and goofy. But
Yes.
you know what else was great?
What?
Bad.
Oh my God! Yes,
Yeah,
anything he
yeah.
made was awesome. Yes,
bad.
Yes.
The bad where isn't Wesley Snipes in that?
Yes, you ain't bad no
Right,
more.
Right.
Right.
Terrific. Give us a call, 877-710 ESPN if we forgot anything else. Lakers and Warriors, we are getting close, and Lakers, let's take care of business tonight. That's coming up. It's Travis DeMarco, 710 ESPN.
Steve Mason and John Ireland.
Mason and Ireland, today at noon after Travis and DeMarco.
The 2 things that are always in my house, those cans of green Parmesan cheese.
Yeah.
And Ready Whip.
But the Ready Whip isn't always in the fridge.
Yeah, it's
you just
always
go
in
and
the
get it and then take it.
Yeah, I have 5 cans of Ready Whip in the fridge right now.
You got to stay ready.
I want that drop ready for tomorrow's open.
Yeah.
He's got 5 cans of Ready Whip.
I do. 5 cans of Ready Whip.
The OGs of LA Sports Radio. That's Mason and Ireland.
On 710 ESPN.
Big on protein, rich on flavor. The new $10 Islands Restaurant's protein bowls are here for a limited time. Packed with over 40 grams of protein and stacked with fresh ingredients for the flavors you love. Just in a bowl. Find your protein paradise at islandsrestaurants.com.
Hey, LA, let's talk trash. Food waste, that is. Tossing your food scraps in the regular trash sends them to landfills where they release harmful gases like methane. Fight global warming by simply sorting your food scraps and placing them in your green bin. It's quick, it's easy, it helps protect our planet. Ready to do your part? Visit cleanla.com or call 888-CLEAN-LA for more tips. This message funded by Cal Recycle.
Cap here. Here's the scenario. Your home is flooded and the damage is severe. Now it feels like your insurance company is turning on you. They won't approve a replacement living arrangement and the adjuster leaves you in the lurch. Take a breath and call Avner Gatt. With years of experience and a passion for helping people, if you've got water damage at home, call Avner Gatt today. 818-917-5256 or avnergatt.com. That's 818-917-5256. Avner Gatt. Your claim, our game.
ESPN LA is hitting the road. Tune in Monday, April 14th to Sedano and Cap as we broadcast live from SeaWorld San Diego. We'll explore the nation's largest standalone jellyfish exhibit, the all-new Jewels of the Sea, featuring awe-inspiring jellyfish, and set sail on a flavor adventure at the Seven Seas Food Festival. Don't miss the action, the fun, and maybe even a few surprises. Monday, April 14th, 3 to 6 p.m. Live from SeaWorld San Diego. SeaWorld San Diego. Open your world to something amazing.
Individuals and businesses with tax problems, listen carefully. If you owe over $10,000 in back taxes or have unfiled tax returns, U.S. Tax Shield can help you take back control. The IRS can seize your bank accounts, garnish your paycheck, close your business, and file criminal charges. Our team of tax attorneys can stop collections and get you protected. U.S. Tax Shield offers a price protection guaranteed quote to get you protected today. U.S. Tax Shield is A+ rated with the BBB, so call 800-494-6139. U.S. Tax Shield, 800-494-6139.
Quarterback Jordan Love isn't just on Green Bay's team. He's also on the American Family Insurance team. Because like us, he believes in dreaming fearlessly.
Just chase your dreams and don't let nobody hold you back.
And we help protect those dreams with the right coverage so you can
dream fearlessly.
American Family Insurance. Get a quote and find an agent at amfam.com.
Products not available in every state. American Family Mutual Insurance Company, SI, and its operating company, 6000 American Parkway, Madison, Wisconsin.
This is the Travis and DeMarco Show.
Now weekdays 9 a.m. to noon on LA's mega sports station.
710 ESPN.
I want to clear up my good name. It is Bewitched. C'est La Vie was the one that I was mentioning I almost drafted, and this is the one that's in the Disney Channel original movie. So thank you for Carlo for texting me about it, as well as some people tweeting me about it. millennial stuff.
You keep your millennial
My creds.
card.
Yes.
Yeah, I understand. Seems like a very happy song.
It is. C'est La Vie.
This feels like it is in a Disney movie.
And it's like
does,
also
right?
it's
At the end.
an Irish band as well, so like they're doing Irish step dancing as well. This is all in the middle of the Troubles, but forget about it. It's Bewitched.
Like dancing vegetables and stuff. You know what I mean?
Can I take you behind the curtain here? She was telling me, hey, can you look it up? So I'm typing it in Spanish. C'est la vie. Means I saw
Like
it.
7-Up. What not 7-Up. What was the one that your buddy thought it said something?
Dime.
Dime. That's what it was.
Do you guys know my Anita Baker story? No?
Yes.
So the morning show, right? Chris is like, hey, bro, Chris used to go produce live on the other studio. He was like, hey, when I come back, I need you to play Anita Baker. I was like, okay, Anita Baker. And then I didn't ask him what it was, nothing. I just started typing in YouTube. I need a Baker.
God, no, you didn't. No, you didn't. All right.
That's worse than Dime being Dime.
That is. I need a.
incredible.
Bro, my whole family's going to hear about that. Thank you, Jorge. You're going to be famous. I need a Baker.
That's great. That is really, really great.
And he comes back. He's like, where's the song? I'm like, what song?
What comes up when you
Nothing
type
came
in
up for I need a Baker.
That's amazing.
Near me?
Yeah, right. Yeah, I need a Baker near downtown LA.
Oh, my
near
God.
LA Live. Exactly. I got one for you, DeMarco.
Shoot.
So I went for my walk yesterday afternoon, and
That's funny. I need a Baker. I typed in I need a Baker, and Anita Baker comes up.
it's listening.
It is. Wow.
So the path that I took yesterday is like half neighborhood, half trail. And when I got to the trail portion of the walk, I start this ascent. There was a pretty good sized rattlesnake coiled up in the like the wood chips where this trail starts.
Yeah.
And I got within 3 feet of it before I saw it.
Oh boy, that's striking distance, isn't it?
Well, here's the thing: they're not aggressive at
No,
all,
but he could reach you from there.
It absolutely could have reached me from there, and I saw it. And I went, oh, and very quickly made a wide turn around it, and kept moving, kept looking over my shoulder. Not that the thing's going to chip, but I want to know where that is until I'm well aware from it. So I get all the way to the top of this hill where it flattens out, and then you're on a different trail. And there is another rattlesnake.
Oh, geez.
That's got to be 5 feet long.
Oh, man.
And
2 snakes?
And like thick as a handle of a baseball bat.
Yeah.
Like pretty good size.
Yeah.
And so
torpedo bat?
Not a torpedo bat, regular bat.
Yeah.
So I saw those 2 snakes within 5 minutes of each other. and it was about 20 minutes into a walk of about an hour and 20 minutes. Okay.
God might be telling you something.
Everywhere I went from that, every stick, every tree root, everything. I'm like, there's another one. There's another one. I've never had a less pleasurable walk in my life because I was convinced I was going to get hit by a snake in that walk.
Proper response when you see 2 rattlesnakes inside of 5 minutes. Yeah.
And big ones.
Oh my God, bro. Yeah, man.
Big ones.
You know, you may look at it like carrying a walking stick.
There's one part of a different trail that I go on where when I'm out there, I pick up a rock and I carry it with me.
Just in case.
For cougars.
Okay. Something to throw at them.
Something to... Look, I'm going to lose a fight to a cougar, but I at least want to go down throwing something.
I heard something they don't know how to respond to that when you throw things at them.
I've heard make a lot of noise and throw things.
And get big. And get big. That's what I heard. And rattlers, if you bite...
unless you
they don't want to mess with
it,
you. Right.
But they're really hard to see.
That's scary. And wow.
Yeah. Guess what I had dreams about last night?
Snakes. Why would you ever carry a walking stick? That's kind of like Rick Barry shooting free throws underhand.
Yeah.
You'd be 99%, but you'd look like an old man. I mean, you'd be safe from
look, I'm not going to lie.
Yeah.
It rattled me.
Yeah.
They were big snakes.
Okay.
And if you were at a zoo, you wouldn't want to get that close to the snake, even with the glass in front of you. And I was 3 feet away from it.
Every now and then I'll pick up a stick and just carry it with me, just in case.
Yeah, that's enough.
You never know.
That's enough. It's 4 o'clock. I will put it this way. I will not be taking that trail at that time of day for quite some time.
I looked up what happens if you get... This is the last time we had the rattlesnake conversation.
Yeah.
So what happens if you get bit? And you said, like you said, they don't mess with you. That's what the video said.
Yeah.
Watching this thing for 17 minutes. At the end of it, this is what happens. This is what you should do, says video, when you get bit by a rattlesnake. Go to the hospital.
Seems like good advice.
After 17 minutes, the best you got is go to the hospital.
Like, I don't care. I have my watch, but do I call 911 if I got bit by a rattlesnake, or
do
I walk home and then go to the hospital?
They said if wherever you get bit, keep it below your heart. Go home and call 911.
So I would walk home at this point?
You can walk home. They said putting ice on it makes it worse. Cutting it open like in the cowboy movies, that's bad.
Idea.
Keep it below your heart. Go home.
It wasn't great.
And call 911. Right.
So the Lakers need to win one of their last 2 games. They've got Houston and Portland. Houston here, Portland on the road. And they wrap up the regular season. If they win either of those 2 games, they're the number 3 seed.
Please beat Houston, because the last thing you want to do is have to go win in Portland.
I agree.
Yeah.
Take care of this, and then you can put
Portland
your feet up.
Hates you.
Yeah, and Portland's a weird. The Lakers always have weird.
That's what I mean. They hate you. They'll throw everything they got at you. They'll try to beat you up. Finish it off here with the Rockets.
I'm with you. I think you throw everything you got at them to beat the Rockets. I'm with you. Let's assume that they do. Let's assume that the Warriors take care of their business and they stay in the 6. Now, they could move up, and the back half of the Western Conference is totally up in the air with just 2 games to go. There are 2 teams of the 8 teams that'll be in the playoffs. The Lakers are obviously one of them. So of the 7 remaining teams, I think the Lakers can beat all 7.
Okay.
But I do think that there are 2 that are very different than the other 5. If the Lakers play Minnesota, if they play the Clippers, if they play Memphis, if they play Houston and the rest of them.
Taking the Lakers.
I'm taking the Lakers.
Feeling good about it.
I think they're going to win, and I feel pretty good about it.
You fear the Thunder? Not fear. You respect the Thunder?
Both. The Thunder and the Warriors are the 2 teams that's like, okay, they got their hands full.
I didn't know the Thunder
fully have their hands full, and I would not be surprised if they lost.
I didn't know they were on such an they're making history. They're winning games by a scoring margin that's thank you very much. That has never been seen before.
Yeah,
they're outscoring
people.
Yeah, I think we need to give them more respect. Maybe it's because we're blinded by Luka, but yeah, I feel the same way.
No. There's 2. The Warriors and the Lakers, or excuse me, the Warriors and the Thunder, I fear for different reasons.
Right.
The Thunder, I fear for what you're just talking about. That they're just they're lot better than everybody else.
Yes.
They're going to win. What are they going to finish with? 68, 9
They're
wins?
66 and 14, probably went out maybe.
They're going to have at least 66 wins. That's a lot of wins. They're really good. They're very deep. They're very young. They're very athletic. They're well coached. That's a problem just because they're that good, right?
Right.
The Warriors are a problem because Steph Curry's not going to freak out. Draymond Green's not going to freak out. Jimmy Butler's not going to freak out. Steve Kerr's not going to freak out. Like, that is about as veteran and chill and competitive and tough of a group that you're going to run into. Like, they're not as good as the Thunder, clearly, but they're way more seasoned and way more. Like, you could go beat them by 25 points in game one, and they're not going to sweat it at all.
They're going to see
They're going to come
days.
back in 2 days ready to go, and that scares me to death.
The Warriors, their championship pedigree, they're all great. Steph, Draymond's headed to the Hall of Fame.
Oh, yeah.
Jimmy Butler's one of the best of this era, so yeah, they're a tough out. The reason I don't like them versus the Warriors is because they're good at playing small. Just like the Lakers. The Lakers are good playing big teams when they go small because they can out-athlete you.
Mm-hmm.
The Warriors are really good at playing small. So if you match up or when you match up with the Warriors, I have no doubt that's going 7 or whatever, the max number of games in the playoffs. You're going to have to take them the limit to beat them.
What if
You're
it
not
was 2
sweeping
and it was
them.
on aggregate?
Say again?
Yeah.
What if it was 2 and on aggregate?
But the more points you score, you advance.
What are their away goals?
Okay.
Yeah.
You guys have to figure it out. Just do a free throw shootout.
Imagine if that's how they determined it. Well,
that would be great.
The Lakers didn't make as many road threes as the Warriors,
Correct.
therefore they don't go through. It's like, wait,
the Lakers' fault.
What?
Wow.
Lakers' fault.
That doesn't make sense, Jorge.
Let's just play another
I don't
game.
get it.
It makes sense to the whole world except you two.
No, it does not make sense to the whole world.
Oh, my goodness.
They're mad, too.
It's
Wow.
crazy. Factor Cap is coming up next. It's Travis DeMarco, 710 ESPN. That doesn't make any sense at all. What does make sense is Rotolo Chevrolet being Dealer of the Year 13 years in a row. Because for 13 years in a row, they've nailed it. They've absolutely nailed it with everybody that's come into the lot, with everybody that comes into the store. Right off the 210 freeway, Sierra Avenue exit in Fontana, you can't miss it. They've got all the Chevy Silverados. They got all the Chevy cars and trucks. And they're going to give you a great deal on what you're looking for. And when you're done, you're going to be like, you know what? Travis was right. Travis told me that the customer service experience at Rotolo Chevrolet is like nothing I've ever had, and he was right. Courteous, transparent, upfront. You're going to know every step of the process and feel good about it because Mike Capozio makes sure that that's what happens to every customer every day. That's how you win Dealer of the Year, year after year after year. So go see for yourself what all the fun's about at Rotolo Chevrolet. And if Fontana isn't exactly, right next to where you live, that's okay. RotoloChevy.com. ROTOLO, RotoloChevy.com. And whether you go onto the store in Fontana or whether you go online at RotoloChevy.com, make sure that they know that I sent you in and tell them that Travis sent you.
Steve Mason and John Ireland.
Mason and Ireland, today at noon after Travis and DeMarco.
Some people hate me, some people hate Ireland, some people... It's
Go to
what makes the
YouTube.
world go
They
around.
hate me.
But I think
They
most
do
people
hate
hate me, don't they?
Nobody hates you.
Nobody
People
hates
love
me.
you.
Why
They
is
hate
that?
all
You're
of us
the
except
least
you.
hated person at this station.
Why?
Yeah,
I'm an obnoxious dummy. Why is it
But
that I
because
can't
They love that you're an obnoxious dummy.
Oh, okay.
The OGs of LA Sports Radio. That's Mason and Ireland.
On 710 ESPN.
When pain keeps you from doing what you love, Hoag Orthopedic Institute gets you back to you. We are ranked number 18 in the nation and number 1 in Orange County for orthopedic and spine care by U.S. News and World Report. From the surf to the green, our world-class doctors are there, which is why more Californians choose Hoag Orthopedic Institute for orthopedic and spine care more than any other hospital. At Hoag Orthopedic Institute, there is no one better at getting you back to you. Proudly founded by premier physicians in partnership with Hoag. Learn more at HoagOrthopedicInstitute.com.
Hey, basketball fans, John Ireland here. Austin Reeves has been playing lights out, and now he's bringing that same energy to his brand new signature shoe, the AR2s from Rigorer. Designed for top performance and comfort, these kicks are for players who grind just like Austin. He was hands-on in crafting every detail, making sure the AR2s deliver on and off the court. So go to Rigorer.com, RIGORER. Don't wait. Own a pair of Austin Reeves' shoes. That's Rigorer.com.
Hey, it's Mace. Did you know Goodwill Southern California is more than just amazing thrift finds? They're transforming lives with job training, career placement, and support services for veterans, youth, and individuals overcoming barriers to employment. Every donation and purchase fuels these life-changing programs. For more on how you can help, go to powerofwork.goodwillsocal.org. That's powerofwork.goodwillsocal.org. Brought to you by GSC Verizon Skill Forward.
Empower.
Nick bought a new guitar, a 62 American Classic Electric.
Does he know how to play? No. But Nick's Empower investment account has performed well. He got good at money, so he can be a little bad. Empower. Invest well, live a little. Start today at empower.com.
Past performance is not indicative of future returns. Investing involves risks. You may lose money. Advisory services are provided for a fee by Empower Advisory Group, LLC, EAG, a registered investment advisor with the Securities and Exchange Commission. This is a really, really, really good guitar solo.
Quarterback Jordan Love isn't just on Green Bay's team. He's also on the American Family Insurance team. Because like us, he believes in dreaming fearlessly.
Just chase your dreams and don't let nobody hold you back.
And we help protect those dreams with the right coverage so you can
dream fearlessly.
American Family Insurance. Get a quote and find an agent at amfam.com.
Products not available in every state. American Family Mutual Insurance Company, SI, and its operating company, 6000 American Parkway, Madison, Wisconsin.
Here we go. It is Factor Cap time. Factor Cap on the Travis and DeMarco Show. Each weekday around 10:30, producer Emily serves up what's going down, and fun and frivolity ensues. Special thanks to the law offices of Joseph S. Normand for making Factor Cap possible.
It's Joseph S. Normand. It's Factor Cap on the Travis and DeMarco Show on 710 ESPN. And if you've been hurt in an accident, let me help you. Call my office at 213-747-2000. That's 213-747-2000.
Let's do it. Factor Cap right now.
Take it away, producer
Welcome
Emily.
to Factor Cap.
Thanks, Joe. Hi, guys.
Aha.
Konnichiwa.
Yoboseo.
Okay, I have to say this or else I'm going to burst. And you guys thought that I'd be done with references to the Disney Channel movie Holes, but I'm not done with it. Because you brought up Rattlesnake last segment, it reminded me of in the movie Holes, Sigourney Weaver's character is the warden, and she paints her nails with rattlesnake venom nail polish. And so whenever she scratches you, you get venom put in you. So she scratches John Voight at one time, who's the other guy in charge of this, and he's like, ah! And then but he's fine. In the end, he just has a scar. So I had to say that.
Rattlesnakes are terrifying. They're so gross.
So here is another story for Factor Cap. So Jim Larinaga is a retired basketball coach. He has been on his Twitter telling stories about recruiting stories.
He was George Mason?
Yeah, but he was this is the story about UVA.
Okay.
So he was not a head coach at UVA. He was an assistant coach at UVA. So I'm going to read the story that he put on his Twitter. So, true story. When I was an assistant at UVA, we flew recruits in a private jet, totally legal. One weekend, we had 4 kids from New York. Our Learjet had 2 pilots, a flight attendant, and we were served breakfast on board, first class all the way. One of the recruits had a dog. When we picked him up, the dog ran out. A minute later, the cab pulls out and bang, it runs over the dog. The recruit jumps out to check on it. The dog bites him, ripped a 3-inch gash in his hand. We told his parents not to worry. UVA has the best hand doc in the country. Wrapped his hand in a towel, and we still took the visit. The doc stitched him up. We had a great visit. The best part is the dog lived, and he signed with us.
Oh.
So my statement
That's crazy.
Nuts.
If your dog got run over by a cab from this school, you would still go to this school. Travis Factor Cap.
DeMarco, I'm gonna make this short because I know you will have better ones than I do. However, having been the person being recruited on these trips, they're a lot of fun.
Oh yeah.
And I'm just telling you, they're a lot of fun, and I'm sure getting the dog run over was not fun. But
and having your hand stitched up,
that they can make it worth your while. And I don't know what happened after the dog and the hand happened, but obviously it was a very good trip. Being the center of attention in those things is quite fun. So it would not disqualify me from going to a school.
Okay, you would still go to the school if it hit your dog, Marco.
Maybe.
Recruiting trips are a blast. They're all about you. So many questions. His dog bit him?
Yes, he went on to go save his dog.
Dog's
his
freaking
dog
freaking
ran out, got hit, and then it bit him.
Yeah, because he probably went to help, and the dog's terrified and scared.
Okay.
And then he has a gash in his hand. He goes to UVA, gets it stitched up, as well as has a recruiting trip.
Yeah, I wouldn't. It wouldn't stop me from signing with said school.
Nope.
That wouldn't. Yeah, not at all.
They never said the kid's name. I guarantee you that kid had a great trip. I guarantee it. Because you always have a great trip.
It's such an ego boost.
You
it
come
really
home and you feel like Superman.
It's funny, right? They pull out all the stops to recruit you until they get you. And then it's like weird when you get back on campus.
You walk back in, you're like, this is great. And they're like, who are you?
Who are you, kid?
Yeah. It's
Take
like,
this
what
bag.
do you mean, who am I? Do you not remember like all the stuff
we had
I did?
the best weekend of our lives.
Yeah.
You flew me in.
Right. I thought I that was nope.
Yeah. I was the guy who got bit by his own dog.
Who cares?
And that flight from New York to Charlottesville was probably like 2 hours or so. They had a great time.
Yeah.
Jorge.
Yeah, no, that story, it's a great story. It's a story you can tell your kids later. Oh, you know how I got into this school and tell the whole story? I think I shouldn't.
They hit Buster.
Oh, my God.
That Buster lived makes this okay.
Well, the fact they let
Yeah.
him take the dog on the recruiting trip
No,
tells
no.
you.
The dog was not on the recruiting trip. The dog got out. They knocked on the knock, knock. Dog's
the
there.
dog
Dog
ran
runs
out.
out.
Oh, my God.
Cab hits the dog.
Oh.
Yeah.
Still not going to change me from signing with that school.
No, hell no.
Right. Oh, my God. That's crazy.
Yesterday was day 0 for Coachella. I'm sure we're all celebrating in our ways. Maybe the freeways are a little more open. Who knows? But
interesting.
My TikTok was full of angry Coachella people. Because they had, a 7-8 hour wait to get into their car camping site. So these people all have paid for their car camping. They paid sometimes like $600, $700 for car camping for the weekend. Some of them lined up starting at 3 a.m. to get into this, and they didn't get in for a long time. They didn't have bathrooms available for these people, so they might pull whatever that guy's name is and pee on the side of the road. Regardless,
c'est la vie.
It makes me.
I need a baker.
It gives me a little bit of schadenfreude to have these people who spent $607 for a stupid car camping thing to have to complain about sitting for 7 hours. So you don't feel bad for these Coachella people. DeMarco, fact or cap?
Oh, fact. Yeah. I've missed my window. I wanted to go to Coachella so bad.
Yeah.
Not anymore.
Yeah.
It seems like that's a bunch of nonsense and hell for stuff I can do from home.
Yeah.
Isn't that wild? I can blast my music from here and have a great time and have a clean bathroom. You know what I'm saying? Anytime I need it. And my car's always parked where I need it to be.
Yeah.
Right.
Travis, you don't feel bad for these Coachella people.
I do feel bad for them. Cap. It's their money. They can spend it however they want. And they spent what sounds like quite a bit of money to get a service that was not provided in a satisfactory manner. If I pay $700 to park my car right there and I got to wait 8 hours to get in the spot, hell no. I feel bad for
What are you going to do about it?
I mean, you're stuck. I get it, and it's
like being stuck in an airport.
I get it. It's a drag, but I can, just like the airport, I sympathize with. We spent 2 nights in the airport. Our plane never left. That would be terrible.
That would suck. Yeah.
Susan was flipping through her TikTok last night, and she was getting the Coachella stuff, and she said exactly. She goes, I don't think I want to do this, or no. What she said was, that doesn't look like fun. I'm like, it's not for you.
Yeah,
like
not anymore.
This is for Kelly, our daughter. Like that's for her. You and I are not
I'll
the
go
people that are trying to
VIP status.
I don't want to wait in a line.
At all.
I don't want to share a bathroom, or at least I don't want to share it with thousands of people.
Somebody has a house at La Quinta. I'm there.
There we go.
Yeah,
there we
I'm
go.
there.
Let me tell you this, DeMarco.
Yeah.
To even get the VIP stuff.
Yeah.
$9,000 for one weekend for a tent with a small little mini fridge and one bed.
Let me explain VIP.
I'll put it on Klarna.
I'm going with somebody in the band or somebody's manager or whatever. Come on out. We'll take care of you.
You know what VIP is? Something that you can't buy.
Right.
Yeah.
Exactly.
That's VIP.
Exactly.
Yeah. I know a guy. Come with me. What
There
does
you
it
go.
cost? Don't worry about it.
Come on in. I got you. Right.
Yeah. I don't feel bad for these rich kids complaining. Jorge, what do you think?
I don't feel bad about these people. It's a choice they're making. And then for the people that can't afford it, but they're still buying these tickets, they're putting it on Klarna or what those payment plans.
Yeah.
It's
like
they're
doing what now?
Some of these people
It's
I heard
a
They're
credit.
financing.
Yep, they're financing.
Wait a minute. You're financing Coachella tickets?
Yes, some people are doing that.
That's
now.
dumber than peeing in the creek.
Yeah. It's like, I'm
Right
so
there.
sorry that you're going to miss Lady Gaga, but like if you can't afford it.
That's financial irresponsibility.
Yes.
Yeah.
But to me, those are two different things.
Yeah,
Being
yeah.
stupid with your money is a bad idea.
Yeah.
But if I did spend the money, I would like the thing I paid for.
No doubt.
Yeah.
Taking
They got
money
it.
from
I
Shylocks.
do eventually. Don't take it from Shylocks.
Taking money
Yeah.
from Shylocks to go to a concert.
Got to
Come
put
on.
your money on the street. Got to put your money to work, DeMarco.
There you go.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. You got. I mean, wait. Put some of that on the street, Tone.
There you go.
That's my favorite. It took me. I remember the first time watching, going, I think I know what that means, but I'm not entirely sure. So kind of. Oh,
That's what it means.
That
Yeah.
And you can fly there now. You can fly there now for like $500.
Yeah.
One way.
Coachella?
One way. $500.
Yeah.
Yep.
Who's headlining?
Well, also, why would you fly to Palm Springs?
I mean, if I didn't want to
Now,
drive.
from L.A.
I'm super rich.
So the answer to that is, if you've ever gotten stuck on that stretch of freeway out there,
True.
it is horrible.
True.
That stretch of freeway from basically when you get past the east of like San Bernardino, Redlands, until you get just past Palm Springs, that could take 5 hours, and it's like 15 miles.
No. Nope.
It's
Nope.
That's why.
Nope. I was in Camarillo yesterday. It took me 3 hours to get to LAX.
Oh,
right. Can you imagine that? Yeah.
I'd
rather.
can.
I wish I could have flown. Right.
and at that point, $500 is a bargain.
Right. No
Yeah,
doubt.
like
Thank you.
I'll just eat top ramen for 6 months. Fly me home.
No
Yeah,
doubt.
for sure. You have a lot of choices in your legal team, but with Joe, family always comes first. That, of course, is the law office of Joseph S. Normand, proud sponsor of Factor Cap. Give Joe a call, 213-747-2000. That's 213-747-2000. You can go online at normandlegal.com. If you get hurt in an accident, make the choice that I did and give Joe a call. 213-747-2000. Let's talk a little Dodger baseball. They're back home tonight. Freddie Freeman in the lineup. That's coming up next.
LA is hitting the road. Tune in Monday, April 14th to Sedano and Cap as we broadcast live from SeaWorld San Diego. We'll explore the nation's largest standalone jellyfish exhibit, the all-new Jewels of the Sea, featuring awe-inspiring jellyfish, and set sail on a flavor adventure at the Seven Seas Food Festival. Don't miss the action, the fun, and maybe even a few surprises. Monday, April 14th, 3 to 6 p.m. Live from SeaWorld San Diego. SeaWorld San Diego. Open your world to something amazing.
At Children's Hospital Los Angeles, we're a nationally recognized leader in pediatric care, honored by U.S. News and World Report as one of the best in the country. Here, we achieve amazing breakthroughs that change lives. From groundbreaking cancer therapies that offer new hope to young patients, to advanced heart procedures that save lives. We partner with families to conquer challenges and achieve extraordinary outcomes. Choose the best care for your child at chla.org.
Ever feel like the road is out to... Thankfully, Hyundai is always working to ensure it doesn't, with over 130 IIHS Top Safety Awards since 2006. IIHS Top Safety Awards include Top Safety Pick and Top Safety Pick Plus awards to Hyundai vehicles from 2006 to 2025.
Lease a Hyundai Tucson for only $269 a month or get $1,750 bonus cash. See your SoCal Hyundai dealer. Offers end April 30th. Call 714-568-7676 for details.
Steve Mason and John Ireland.
Mason and Ireland, today at noon after Travis and DeMarco.
And Twitch.
We're naturally entertaining.
Yes. LA's mega sports station. 710 ESPN.
And yes, welcome to the Travis and DeMarco Show on 710 ESPN.
I want to put my feet in the sand. I want to drink. I want to eat. I want to walk. I want to have the sun on my face. That's it.
Let's get back to the fellas. The Travis and DeMarco Show continues right now.
It's Friday.
Sweet.
And it's time time for the Pachanga Pick of the Week. And I'm just trying to whisper because it's going to have to do with the Masters. And my Pachanga Pick of the Week for this week is going to be the man that Travis is rooting for to win the Masters. Because I believe that it's in your pool. I'm going to pick Rory McIlroy to win the Masters. I think he's going to finally do it, win for the first time in over 10 years. And that's my Pachanga Pick of the Week.
Yeah.
But Roy was
that ain't happening.
Roy's struggling.
Yeah.
Who knows?
Yeah. Not this time.
This shows that Emily has no idea what she's talking about.
I did pick Rory too at the start of the week, but he absolutely. You ready? All right, I'm gonna give you 30 seconds of golf stuff.
Go
Just
ahead.
straight, unfiltered golf takes.
Ready to go.
Rory McIlroy is a great player who has a tendency to absolutely blow it in the same way time after time after time. Rory McIlroy has never won the Masters. It's the one major tournament he's never won. He's been close a bunch of times, but he always has something between a meltdown and a catastrophe. And yesterday, starting with his second shot on 15, he was right in it, 4 under, and he freaked the blank out and blew himself out of the tournament.
Okay,
32 seconds.
Who's your pick to win the Masters?
Scheffler.
Scotty Scheffler.
Yeah, Scheffler.
Let's talk about Roy this morning. He's not controlling speed very well.
He had a terrible 30 minutes. He was playing terrific. And then he chipped the ball into the water, which even by those at that place, that can happen. And then he came completely unglued after that.
Poor guy.
Yeah.
That was the Pachanga Pick of the Week. Presented by Pachanga Resort Casino.
Hello, friends.
Play your perfect combination at Pachanga Resort Casino. Visit pachanga.com for more information. That'd be fun. Wow.
Justin Rose is your current first-round leader.
Doesn't he always lead?
He's had the first-round lead. DeMarco, you're right.
Yeah.
He has had the first-round lead 5 different times in his career. Do you know how many times he's won this tournament?
Zippo.
0 times.
Yeah.
So the first, here's a golf cliche 101. You can't win it on day one, but you sure can lose it.
Yeah.
And that's what Rory McIlroy did to himself yesterday
Lost
by
it.
finishing 7 shots off the lead after the very first day. But,
Wow.
But he's crawling back. He's 5 under right now. He's having a pretty good day. So who knows? Maybe maybe M's right. Maybe he crawls back into it after all, and I can win Beto's pool.
Where do you guys play? Where do you play most?
Oh, a place called Arroyo Trabuco.
How long is that course?
Where the tees we play from?
In terms of yards.
6,500 yards or so from where we play from.
Just jumped out at me. The Masters is 7,500 yards.
It's 1,000 yards more.
That's long.
That's 2
bro.
par 5s, which means that's 10 shots harder.
Oh my God! Yes, keep the beer flowing, please. Yes, I'm gonna need it.
One of the great. So for all of you out there that like to play a little golf, I'm going to give you some good advice here. Don't give a damn.
Really?
The second you stop caring, this is the second you'll start playing better.
That's the key to golf. Just don't care.
Yep.
I like it.
And you can't lie to yourself. You can't all just pretend I don't care, but I really want to hit this shit. No, you just have to. I'm just going to hit it. See what happens.
Just don't care. Period.
Yeah. How many more holes until the halfway house? How cold? How many beers we have left in that cooler?
I like it.
Yeah, you got any cigars left?
It's really about mastering yourself, right?
It is.
Not blowing up.
That's right. And Roy's struggling with that.
Yeah.
Man, 5 under though today. He made an eagle on 13. That helps a great deal. What's on tap today on 710 ESPN? The Lakers look to clinch the 3 against the number 2 seed Rockets. Coverage begins at 6. Tip-offs at 7:30. You can hear it on your afternoon drive on 710 AM or in crystal clear digital audio on the all-new ESPN LA app. Michelob Ultra, a refreshing and balanced flavor with only 2.6 carbs and 95 calories. Michelob Ultra, it's only worth it if you enjoy it. Please enjoy responsibly. Dodgers back home tonight. Kind of a dud of a road trip, right? They leave 8-0.
Got the last one.
Flying high.
Yeah.
Like, hey, are they going to win 120 games? Blah, blah, blah. And then they lose 2 or 3 in Philly. They lose 2 or 3 in D.C. 2-4 trip. Not a catastrophe, but just kind of a meh, kind of blasé trip all along. And now you come back and get the Cubs. And I want to get...
Kind of a letdown, but that was just all the hype.
Was it?
Because of the hype. It just... The hype was insurmountable. There was no way you can live up to all this hype. So... Kind of a letdown.
Yeah, kind of, maybe.
Being undefeated and then kind of not.
Yeah. It's not football. You know what I mean? Like, they could have one of the great seasons of all time. They're going to lose 50 games.
Of course. But, I mean, just leading in, all the hype, the buildup, they weren't going to lose a game. 162-0. Right, that's what I'm saying. I know. Kind of. Yeah. And just not playing great baseball yet.
That is the one thing that I think if I were Dave Roberts, I wouldn't say anything yet, but it would be the thing that if I'm making my list of things to keep an eye on, That's at the top of the list. I know we're 9, or they're 10-4, right? I know we're 10-4. We're fine. We're exactly where we need to be. No problem at all. We're not playing very well. We're walking too many people. We're having some bad at-bats in key moments. Our defense is not very good. We're running the bases like we're half drunk. Like, let's tighten up. Let's make sure that we're doing the right thing at the right time for the right reasons. Because, quite frankly, this team has so many good players. They could just kind of show up and win 100 games. That's how good they are. But if you get into a bunch of bad habits, by the time you're playing only the Phillies and the Padres or the Diamondbacks or the Cubs or whoever the good teams are going to be at the end of the line, if you play bad, you will lose a series. If you play sloppy, if you walk a bunch of guys. And I would be aware of that if I were Dave. I'm not going to light anybody up. I'm not putting anybody on blast or anything like that, but it's just one of those, hey, guys, we need to pay attention to the little things because the little things might not. We're going to beat teams without the little things, but we're not going to beat the good teams without the little things.
Well, I want to see what happens after Freddie comes back. I just wonder when you say things like, hey, guys, let's tighten it up. Hey, guys, we got to do things better. Is that coming from manager or player? Usually that stuff comes from your peers, your players. Hey, guys, let's tighten this stuff up.
Better if it does, right?
Do you remember Shane Conlon? Does that name ring a bell to you? Linebacker?
Yeah.
He was in his 7th, 8th year when I was a rookie, and he would be the guy that would step up and say something, not loud, but he'd be the guy that starts cleaning up the locker room right in front of you. Like we'll throw tape on the ground instead of throwing it into the trash can.
Yeah.
He would go around and start cleaning up the locker room. And just kind of like to make sure you
Set
saw
the
it.
example.
Like, hey, guys, let's tighten this junk up a little bit. And that transferred to the field. I wonder who that guy is for the Dodgers. So who would be the guy that says, hey, look, we kind of stink right now, guys. We're better than this. Let's sew this stuff up.
I think it has to come from somebody that everybody respects, right? Which is a long list of people in that locker room.
Yeah.
They don't have a lot of bozos. It has to come from somebody who is doing it correctly, which could be a handful of guys. And it has to be somebody that's been there for a minute or two.
Okay.
So it could be Ohtani. It could be Betts. It could be... it could be right now would be a good guy to have do it right now because he's playing really well, and I think he's
Teoscar?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Teoscar seems to have that gravitas.
And what he has, and most teams have a guy or two like this because if you've ever been to a baseball clubhouse, it's very cliquey. Latin players tend to stick with the Latin players, white players with the white. It's
really
because there's language stuff and there's most of it is language driven.
That's true.
But it's how it goes. Pitchers hang with pitchers, but it's just how it kind of shakes out.
That makes sense. Yeah.
Teoscar is one of those guys that can go to any of those groups and everybody's listening. Teo's buddy was Ohtani early, right? Where he's teaching him Spanish. Buenos dias. And Teo is really good with, obviously,
Buenos dias.
He's multilingual. He can go and do all of these different things, and he's playing really well. He's come through in the clutch for this team. It's not his first year there. That may be the guy right now.
Who snapped last? That was Bueller. Didn't Bueller snap last year?
Yeah. That was a snap over. We're gonna get knocked out because we're playing like.
But kind of
garbage.
the same thing. Hey, let's wake up, guys.
Yeah,
kind of the same thing.
For sure. Teo's the answer. Teo's the answer.
That's a good one.
Yeah. Because if it comes from the coach or the manager in this situation,
you can tune him out.
It's like your parents saying, "Pick up after yourself." Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
But if it comes from like, "Hey, dude, what are you doing?"
From a peer, a guy, like this is not coming from the coach. This is just about us, and that makes total sense. I would hope it's Ohtani, but I hear even through this, like his preparation is through the roof. Like every player that either plays against him or plays with him, they talk about his prep and how much of a pro he is. So he may not be into telling you what to do because he's doing his own thing.
If he did it, I think people would listen. Same thing with Mookie.
Yeah. Mookie be a guy.
Same thing with Freddie.
Yeah.
I wonder
if Mookie's going to be afraid to speak up because he's going through his little deal at short right now. You can't be a guy saying tighten it up when you're putting ease up there.
Well, I don't know if I agree with that because I think there's a difference between making errors and being sloppy.
Yeah.
Right now, Mookie's making some errors, but I don't think he's playing sloppy. He's just not playing well defensively.
But nothing's more hollow than, hey, guys, we need to play better, and then you go out and screw up twice.
You're right about that.
Right,
but
yeah.
Pajes trying to steal a base with the count 2-0 and Mookie, but that's one of those, hey, dude, I need you to pull your head out.
Right.
I don't know what you're thinking, but that can't happen.
Right.
Taking a bad route to the ball in the outfield over and over, it's like, dude, are you paying attention?
Yeah.
Like, how are we this? Why are we struggling with this the way that we are? Taking a huge daddy hack when a ground ball to the right side would get a run in is like, what are you doing, dude?
Yeah. Well, he's got his own set of issues.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You can't daddy hack. If you're Shohei, do your thing, bro.
You've earned that.
But if you're not Shohei or Freddie or Mookie, I'm going to need you. The infield's back. I need you to hit a ground ball, dude.
Production equal tolerance.
Yeah.
You haven't earned it yet. It makes sense. I would thought that your man Max Muncy would be more of a kind of locker room guy. Excuse me. Is it clubhouse? Clubhouse guy.
Yes.
That would be your
he could
role.
He's not playing well.
That's what I'm saying. He has to be playing well to do that.
He's not playing well.
I like your pick about Teoscar.
Yeah.
Max Muncy's kind of screams to me as that guy.
If Muncy were playing better, I think it's a little. And you know what? Because he has had success in the big leagues, he could probably still do it.
That's what I mean.
But right now, it's like, dude, you're hitting 096, right? Just letting you know.
If I say Chuck Knogbloch, what comes up?
The throwing problem.
Okay, never mind.
Why?
That name just comes up.
He was a good player.
He was a good player.
Yeah, but he had the thing.
He had the thing going on. Okay, right.
Yeah. Whenever a major league player can't do like the most basic task of their job, like throw it to first base.
You don't call him Knoblauch, do you?
Yeah.
Oh
no.
no.
But you asked me what the question. Like, look, we met Steve Sachs, and I love Steve Sachs. And Steve Sachs won the World Series twice with the Dodgers. Won Rookie of the Year with the Dodgers. Won All-Star with the Dodgers. What's the first thing you think? Oh, he couldn't throw it to first base.
Bro, I couldn't wait to ask him.
Yeah, it happens.
I couldn't wait. I'm glad you asked the first question.
Yeah.
Because I was getting ready to go there, and he told me how bad that was. I'm like, oh my God, I'm glad I didn't ask.
All right, give us a shout right now. 877-710-ESPN. 877-710-3776. If you're caller number 7, you're going to win a 4-pack of sweet tickets to LAFC. That's tomorrow. Call in right now. Win those tickets if you're caller number 7. Get into the Lakers, and we talk about LeBron, Luka, and Reeves, but is that the key to them actually winning a series or two in the playoffs? Coming up next, Travis DeMarco, 710 ESPN.
Hi, this is Sean McVay of your LA Rams. The Rams play here. KSPN, Los Angeles.
710 ESPN.
A good karma brands radio station.
This is the Doctor in the Dugout with Dr. Alan Byer. Presented by Hoag Orthopedic Institute.
I'm often asked about people who suffer their first back injury, think they've pulled a muscle in their back, and they don't stretch enough as far as their back is concerned. So when do you seek care from a doctor when you've sustained a back injury? At Hoag Orthopedic Institute, we like to tell people that the most important thing is to watch and see if that back pain is radiating down your leg, causing any numbness, causing any weakness, or any bowel or bladder dysfunction. These are surgical problems usually and require a more urgent visit to the emergency room rather than waiting to see the doctor. If none of these signs are present, it's safe to wait it out, rest for a few days, and seek medical care from your doctor within a week or so. Hope that helps. Keep stretching your back. If that doesn't get better in a week or 10 days, that's when it's time to seek the orthopedic specialist. Hope this keeps you on the field, and keep listening. We'll be back soon.
Keep listening for more on the road to recovery right here on 710 ESPN.
The LPGA Tour returns to Los Angeles for the JM Eagle LA Championship, presented by Plastpro, April 17th through the 20th at El Caballero Country Club. Come watch 144 of the world's best female golfers, including standout LPGA superstar Nelly Korda and back-to-back champion Hannah Green. Tickets start at just $25. First responders, military, kids under 18, and those affected by the Eaton and Palisades fires get in free. Get your tickets today at jmeaglelachampionship.com.
Ready for a delicious escape? The New Islands Restaurant's $10 protein bowls are your ticket. Packed with over 40 grams of protein and stacked with fresh ingredients. They're only here for a limited time, so enjoy one today. Visit islandsrestaurants.com.
When the Eaton fire hit, families were caught off guard.
When I got the call that there was a fast-moving fire, I was like, no, this is not happening.
If you lost your home, call Jacob, 844-24-JACOB, or visit calljacob.com. Together, we are LA Strong.
Call Jacob.
And yes, welcome to the Travis and DeMarco Show on 710 ESPN.
I want to put my feet in the sand. I want to drink. I want to eat. I want to walk. I want to have the sun on my face. That's it.
Let's get back to the fellas. The Travis and DeMarco Show continues right now.
Shakira. Oh, baby, when you talk like that, you make a woman
A little
go
sabor,
mad.
you know?
I don't see a single lie here.
Nope.
Nope. Oh yeah, come on. There you
And
go.
she did this same song at the Grammys at what, 42 now?
Yeah.
She did it at the halftime of the Super Bowl show.
At 40.
Yeah.
Miss. I met a kid who played flag football. Little short white kid. His nickname on the team, Hips Don't Lie.
That's great.
Little dude was bad too.
Yeah?
Oh my God, he was good.
He could move it.
About 5'4". Couldn't guard him.
Football's awesome.
It's fun, right?
It is. It's not football, but it's awesome.
It keeps the athleticism in the game because you can't hit him.
Like a totally different type of person can be awesome at flag football that would struggle at real football because they would get flattened in real football.
When they say they're going to add NFL players, I hope they just mean receivers. Keep those flag quarterbacks. Those dudes are good at that game.
Yeah, they really are.
Yeah.
Tune in, Sedano and Cap, Monday 3 to 6, as they'll be broadcasting live from SeaWorld San Diego. You can follow on social and tune in Monday for your chance to win a family 4-pack and a night at the family-friendly. I can't say the word friendly.
Family.
I get it wrong every time.
Friendly.
Resort.
Thank you.
Say friendly.
I say that too. Family-friendly Paradise Point Resort and Spa, just minutes from the park. SeaWorld San Diego. Open your world to something amazing.
SeaWorld or See the World?
SeaWorld.
Yes.
I need a baker.
That's right.
Dime. C'est la vie.
We don't talk too good for a radio show around here.
Oh, I'm terrible at it.
We don't talk too good.
I don't talk too good into
You
this
got
there
a pretty
microphone. my goodness. So LeBron is going to play like LeBron in the playoffs, right? Obviously, there's a little bit of variance, but he's going to give you a LeBron performance. Same thing with Luka. Same thing with Steph. Same thing with Jimmy Butler.
Yeah.
Same thing with Draymond Green. And I think we could probably comfortably throw Austin Reeves in there too,
Oh, yeah.
right?
Like he's in the combo.
Yeah, for sure. For sure he is. Does it come down to, and I'm just going to pick these two guys because they're top of mind, like who's better more often, a guy like Podziemski or Rui? Like who has more time? Is it the Warriors fans going, I can't believe Rui beat us again? Or is it the Lakers fans saying, I can't believe Brandon Podziemski, we can't stop that guy? Because the stars are going to star. It comes down to those role guys that, does Gabe Vincent steal a game? Yeah. Does Podziemski do it? Like, it's going to come down to one of those.
Probably. I mean, like the stars are going to cancel each other out. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, kind of.
And
But
then it
they're
comes
just
down
the
to the
variance is pretty small. Where a variance on a role player is what?
Yeah.
If Rui had 6 points, are you shocked?
No.
No. If he had 24 points, are you
Well,
shocked?
it depends on how many times he shot the ball.
Yeah.
You know, if he shot for a low percentage, I would be shocked. That's a bad Rui game. However
Just
many
kind
points
of
he had. But a
a
high percentage, that'd be great. And rebounds, everything else he's doing. If he played like crap, I'd be shocked. I really would.
Role players never surprise me when they have a bad night.
I don't think he's a role guy anymore. He's actually in
What
your
is he?
starting five now.
Okay, but you can have role players in your starting lineup.
True, but I mean, he's part of that.
If he's not a role player, what is
starting
he?
five, I think he's your wing rebound guy on defense.
Isn't that by definition a role player?
I guess you could, but he's going to be. Look, he's going to be.
He's not a star.
No,
he's not a second banana kind of guy.
I always thought they come off the bench.
Not
I guess.
always.
I know, but just in terms of he's a starter. He's part of what they're trying to do. What JJ wants to do. It's their best lineup.
Yeah.
So I guess everyone plays
pick
a role.
Gabe Vincent, then use him. He doesn't start. If the starting thing is the hang up.
If he comes in and steals one, yeah, you're probably winning the series. But same for the Warriors. But I mean, I think Rui has to do what Rui does best, which is get in there, try to be as tough as you can, get some rebounds, and then hit the open three. Be that dude.
Yeah.
Yeah, and not come off that role, so to speak. What are you looking at?
The Masters. Emily's Rory pick is looking better by the second.
Hey.
Yeah.
Go Rory McIlroy. Also, Reeves has graduated from role player.
I agree.
Because for the past couple
I agree.
playoff series,
Star.
he's been a role player. Now he's a star in the team that you're expecting him to perform well every night, as opposed to what we were explaining with Rui, where if he has a great night, great. If he has a bad night, it's not surprising.
It's the difference between found money and I need you to do your thing.
Yeah.
Right? Reeves had
Kind of need Rui and DFS to do what they do.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. And
Yeah,
they're
yeah.
not going to do it 7 out of 7 games.
Yeah.
If you get 2 out of 7, 3 out of 7, it's like, okay, we got a shot. Because LeBron, Luka, Reeves, to your point, those guys, if they're bad consistently, they're cooked. That's it.
Probably.
Right?
Yeah.
You're just, and same thing for the Warriors, same thing for Steph and Jimmy and Draymond. If they're bad, Lakers are going to win. But
Most likely,
it comes down to those who's got the fourth best guy. And it doesn't have to be the same guy every night. It could be Rui one night. It could be Gabe Vincent another night. It could be Vando another night. Like, who gets those role players to elevate their game more frequently?
It's so crazy. I don't think this comes down. It does to the Lakers on not on the offensive end, the other side is how you deal with stuff and how you figure out which way to come off those screens and how do you defend who's kicking. There's a lot of questions that they're going to present that Rui and DFS are going to have to answer, and LeBron and everyone else, but especially those two wing guys. You have got to make them hit tough shots.
Yeah.
If they get that open space, it is over for you, and they'll get hot, and you won't stop them.
You think JJ's got something in his bag?
I hope so. I don't know what you can have in your bag for Steph that hasn't been tried already.
Yeah, no, not even necessarily for Steph. Steph may be one of those guys. There's not much we can do here. Like we're going to do our very best here, but if he gets going, he gets going, and that's that. There's a reason he's made 8 trillion
I wish you can
threes.
Jordan rules him, but you can't. Like, okay, we'll let him get off and lock everybody else down. That's just not how they run things.
Yeah,
he gets everybody going, and then he'll bury you.
Yeah, I kind of think back to the Denver game and it was against Jokic, which was a pleasant and big surprise. But do they have something like, whoa, that's new? Like, has he had something he's held back? And maybe it's not specifically designed to mess with Steph,
blitzing certain guys.
Deal with Jimmy Butler, make Draymond struggle, or take Podzemski and eliminate him, like whatever it may be. But just, wow, we haven't seen that before.
When are you going to do it and how are you going to do it? And just that efficiency. Who was that? Was it against Ja? Who was saying that? Maybe it was AK, like where they wanted him to shoot the ball from and how they handled him when he got in that certain spot. I'm sure JJ, being a Duke grad and being a savant of basketball, is going to have some numbers about how to take certain guys away from the Warriors. But Steve Kerr knows that too.
Who do you think the Warriors are more worried about getting ready if they're playing the Lakers? Are you?
I'd be worried about Luka.
Is that the first guy? Okay, we're going to break this down into most worrisome. Luka's number 1, LeBron's number 2?
If LeBron is hot, let me just say, if he's white hot, you have no chance. If AR is white hot, how do I say this? I think Luka on this team might be the most unguardable guy.
I think you're right.
Yeah,
I think
he's the one guy you can't account for. He can just hit from everywhere, anywhere, and get people
everyone else going too.
Yes, you can't account for him.
Yeah, I think he's the one. Like before the series even starts, right?
Yeah.
If you're having that meeting, the season ends this weekend, and everybody sits down. Okay, we got the Lakers. Let's talk about Luka first, right? What are we going to do with this? And then let's talk about LeBron, and then let's talk about Austin Reeves. Like that's the order of operations if you're getting ready to deal with them.
Right. The only thing you can do for Luka is come after him on the defensive end, and every team does that. But you run the risk of him cooking you on the other end. And the other problem is if you Jordan rules him, we're going to let Luka go off. That means you're opening yourself up to LeBron James. You know what I'm saying? If we're going to just let him go and try to lock down everybody else, Luka's going to kill you. If you come off that, LeBron is going to take advantage of that. AR is taking advantage of that single coverage. They've got some questions that you don't have enough answers for. But on the other end, they're going to come at Luka. You know this.
That they're going to come at him because he's a target defensively.
Yes.
He's not a great defender.
At all.
The other thing it would make him do, too, which I think is spot on, make him work.
Get mad.
Well, yes, but that's not what I was thinking of is
tire him out? Yeah. Tire him out.
And by the way, same with LeBron. And not because LeBron's out of shape. That's not LeBron's issue. LeBron's 40 years old.
Yeah.
And if you have to make him work, and those guys are going to play near 40 minutes a night in the playoffs.
Like the Warriors. They're old
right?
too.
But if you make LeBron work because of his age,
yes,
and you make Luka work because of his fitness level,
they'll have that bad body language bending over.
You get your two guys that are breathing real hard and are a step slow. That could be the difference.
That's why I want the Warriors. They're old. They got a lot of gray hair.
They do.
The Thunder have none.
Steph doesn't look to get tired.
No.
LeBron occasionally will look like he's tired.
You know who else doesn't get tired? Draymond.
No.
He's an Energizer bunny.
No,
Can't stand him. But God, I wish we had him.
You said something to me this morning about college football. The one thing college football does not have that the NFL does, we're doing it next. It's Trav and DeMarco, 710 ESPN.
Hey, let me say this one more time. If you ever had to deal with chafing, and this should not be a, like a laugh at you moment. Everybody has to deal with it, especially if you're trying to lose weight, if you're a big dude. So look, whether it's back in my playing days when I had a rip in the seam of my playing pants and I got that chafe and it absolutely burned, it sucked, it bled, it was just terrible. Or my morning walks, same thing. It's no joke. That's why I always keep Highlands Chafing Relief on deck. This stuff has changed the game for me. Goes on like a cream, dries like a powder, stays put all day, even through sweat and water. And I sweat like nobody's business. And I got wet today, and the sprinklers were out. So stay down there. No greasy mess, all day protection. If you've already got some chafing, I know a lot of people do, this will help you. It has the shea butter, the aloe, and the tea tree oil. Goes on smooth, and I mean, it just makes you feel so much better. So whether you're running, riding, hiking, or just dealing with the heat, Highlands Chafing Relief has your back and your thighs and your arms. I think you get the idea. You shouldn't have to stop doing what you love just because of something stupid like chafing. Trust me, grab Highlands Chafing Relief and feel the difference. Available today at Walmart and Target.
Mason and Ireland.
Can you do a cartwheel, John, if you were pressed?
I used to be able to, but I haven't done it in so long.
I've not done a cartwheel in a really long time. I'm sure I can.
The biggest show on the radio, weekdays at noon.
On 710 ESPN.
So Mark Real from Real Fathers writes, I always say on the air, you have to have the right family law firm that is going to get you the happiness you deserve and the justice you deserve.
Really, the legal system is designed and set up for fathers to fail. I set out to create a firm and to create something that would help all men navigate that successfully.
We have a new phone number for Real Fathers Rights.
833-ESPN-710.
And RFR710.com.
Yes, RFR710.com.
Bottom of the ninth, bases loaded, crowd rocking for Rattlesnake Chevrolet's top hitter, Mike Capozio. He's facing off with the Bulldog, and these two have quite the history. Here's the pitch. Oh, he got all of it! That ball is out of here like a red Corvette, and it's going, and going, and going! Yes!
Dad, are you having that dream again?
Come see what the fun is all about at Rattlesnake Chevrolet.
Open your world to all that SeaWorld San Diego has to discover. Make new connections with orcas, belugas, dolphins, and more. Explore all new depths with Jewels of the Sea, an immersive experience featuring vivid displays of awe-inspiring jellyfish species now open. And set sail on a flavorful journey as you sample your way through an all-new menu at the Seven Seas Food Festival. There's so much more to SeaWorld than ever before. Save up to 55% on tickets, fun cards, and passes during our spring spectacular sale. Hurry, offer ends soon. Restrictions may apply.
Cap here. Here's the scenario. Your home is flooded and the damage is severe. Now it feels like your insurance company is turning on you. They won't approve a replacement living arrangement and the adjuster leaves you in the lurch. Take a breath and call Avner Gatt. With years of experience and a passion for helping people, if you've got water damage at home, call Avner Gatt today. 818-917-5256 or avnergatt.com. That's 818-917-5256. Avner Gatt. Your claim, our game.
Get in the zone, AutoZone. Welcome to AutoZone. What are you working on today?
I need new rotors.
When you buy 2 Duralast rotors during our spring sale, you get Duralast brake pads free.
Free?
With the rotors.
Well, that's great. What if I need extra stopping power?
You can upgrade to Duralast Gold pads for just $10.
So Duralast pads are free?
Yep.
And an upgrade is just $10?
That's right. Part of the spring sale at AutoZone. Get in the zone, AutoZone. Restrictions apply.
Hey there, I'm Jack.
And I'm Stag.
We're just two deer that want to make sure you know it's deer season at your authorized John Deere dealer. The deer season that saves bucks, you know? Like us?
Yeah, you can get $3,000 off select John Deere machines. No early wake-up calls or tree stands required.
Just a trip to your authorized dealer before June 2nd.
If you ask us, it's the only deer season worth celebrating.
Visit johndeere.com/deer season to find an authorized dealer and for complete finance details.
This is the Travis and DeMarco Show.
Now weekdays 9 a.m. to noon on LA's mega sports station.
710 ESPN.
No.
Tiger didn't have a rival?
A lot of people tried. Nobody really.
Phil?
No.
Roy.
No.
Who else was there in a run?
VJ was there. There's a handful of guys. Ernie Els.
There was no rival for
Phil
Tiger.
try to?
Yeah,
they all were kind of sort of very good while Tiger was good. Nobody looked him in the eye and took him down.
Okay.
Nobody.
So when Phil won his 2 Masters, it was just in years that Tiger was down?
Tiger just didn't play well that week, but it was when they were in it together, that's a wrap. And by the way, that wasn't just a Phil thing. That was Tiger when he finally lost a major after having had the lead. It was to a dude named Y.E. Yang. Okay, it wasn't
great name.
Yeah, it wasn't to any of those other guys. Other guys would win tournaments here and there, but if Tiger was in it,
why do I feel disappointed when I think of Rory McIlroy?
Because he should have. He
should have more.
He's a classic example of he's had a remarkable career. But it should be better.
Should be better.
Okay,
thank you for saying that. I always thought he underachieved, but that's weird to say.
It's weird to say about a guy that's a multiple-time major champion, but I think he has 4 majors. He should have 6 or 7.
43 wins. That's professional wins. Best results in major champion. Masters, second in 2022.
Yeah,
Had a
he's
shot
been
there.
Close a bunch of times.
Won the PGA, won the U.S., and won the Open Championship. Yeah, okay. That's weird for a guy with that resume, and I'm saying he underachieved.
And he's almost like the face of golf, too, to a lot of people.
He absolutely is.
Yes.
He's the only guy out there right now that has a little bit of a Q rating beyond golf.
If he walked through the airport,
only one.
I could say that's Rory.
You would know. You would recognize.
I would.
Him.
Yes.
You would be shocked at how short he is, but you would recognize him.
The face, right?
Oh yeah, and he's super fit, and he's got charisma.
Yeah, okay.
He does. Scotty Sheffield, but I think that guy was my 4th grade math teacher. No.
We thought golfers were.
That's the guy that does my taxes. No, that's the preacher in my church. Like it's just he could be anybody or everybody.
Or he got accidentally arrested at.
Here's the best part about that: the world's best golfer, which Scotty Scheffler is, got arrested by the local police during a major because no one knew who he was. That tells you exactly who he is.
That's a great example. Yes.
Yeah, like
you didn't know.
They're not throwing Rory McIlroy in jail. They're not throwing Tiger Woods in jail.
You know
or
who he is.
Morikawa.
They're like they thought he was some guy trying to sneak into the tournament and take his car where it wasn't supposed to, and he was the world's best.
There's a video of a security guard keeping the lead singer of a band off stage.
Yeah,
because he didn't know it was him.
Right.
I'm supposed to go on.
They're here to see me, dude. Yeah, sure they are.
So look, that's the poster right there.
Crazy.
So he was Player of the Year in
McIlroy. You're talking about?
Yeah, 2012 and 2014.
He's amazing.
It wasn't that. I thought that was around Tiger's heyday. No. 2012, 2014?
No, Tiger won a major. His last major before his last major was in 2008, and then he went 11 years without winning one.
Right after, he picked up for Tiger. Okay.
In 2009 or 2010 is when Tiger's world exploded, and that's when a bunch of other guys started to win.
The 9-iron to the mouth?
Okay,
I got it.
The whole thing went sideways.
Then the apology.
And the injuries. Right, he got hurt too. There were some injuries.
Hold on, Tiger's apology. Let me look that up. Because he looked like he was. Oh my god, he looked like the Manchurian Candidate, didn't he? Oh my god,
it's one of those weird moments where you feel really sorry for somebody. You also like, dude, you did this to yourself. There's also no one should ever have to do this. And I can't stop watching it because it's awesome.
Yes.
Like you had he had to apologize for his, shall we say, appetites in front of his mother on TV.
My God, poor Tiger.
Goodness, what a crazy moment.
That huge collar, the dinner jacket. Come on.
But now don't ask about his personal life.
No, please don't. Yes.
There was a lot.
On
Anyway,
hammocks.
go get him, Rory.
Yes.
I hope Rory wins. I'm pulling for him. LAFC tomorrow against San Jose and the Earthquakes, DeMarco, at BMO Stadium. The first 15,000 fans in attendance will receive a commemorative first responder pin presented by Kaiser Permanente. Get your tickets at LAFC.com and hear all the action starting tomorrow night at 7 on the all-new ESPN LA app, your home for the black and gold. So, college football is missing what?
Well, they have, like, in relation to pro football, the NFL, CFL, professional football where you get paid.
Yep.
And college football. What are the biggest differences? College now has a GM.
They do.
You have free agency.
Basically.
The draft and recruiting, kind of the same thing.
Big money.
Big money, huge money, big TV deals.
Yep.
What's the one thing the college game has that the pro game, or the college game doesn't have that the pro game has? And we talk about it every year.
More teams?
Okay, college has more teams.
Yeah.
They don't have trades.
You're right.
Coming soon to a theater near you.
That would be bananas.
If you start trading players in college football, that would be insane.
We turn on ESPN and it's breaking news. USC has traded their quarterback to Notre Dame for their left tackle. Yeah.
Right? Yes.
Amazing.
The majors match up. They're both on quarter systems.
Right.
This is a trade that makes sense, and they go play for other teams.
We have a little thin at left tackle.
Right.
We have an extra quarterback.
It
worked out for everybody.
Yes.
Georgia and Ashton Jeanty are in an agreement on a trade, and then Georgia's sending everything over for Ashton Jeanty.
Yes.
Amazing.
We'll trade for you around November.
Why not?
For the bowl run. Yes.
Why not?
Because it's crazy.
But so is everything else
This
that we've
is
done
not
at college.
college athletics anymore.
But you just yourself said we've already crossed every last threshold that existed.
I'm hoping
Why is this the one we're not going to do?
Because I'm hoping the NCAA or whoever wakes up and realizes we're about 3 years from this imploding completely.
Isn't the horse out of the barn?
I think so.
Yeah.
Coming soon, trades. That's all that's left.
It's really interesting.
Yeah.
I don't know if they could, but to your point, there is virtually no distinction between the two anymore.
Nope, not anymore.
There really isn't, and they're both big dollars, highly competitive, freedom of movement.
Yeah,
I mean,
you got everything.
I get that the only other is that the players in one league are older than the players in the other league. That's it.
Yeah, I guess the age difference. Yeah, there are no 30-year-olds in college yet.
Not yet.
Yeah, there will be soon.
Well, I mean, what about people who genuinely they're class. They have a life.
But I think we all know the difference between what you're describing them, like the kid that is playing football at Cal, and he's on the team, but he doesn't play much. He's a backup, linebacker or offensive lineman or whatever. He's third string quarterback, whatever. He's there to go to Cal, right? He's there to go there, but the odds of him being an NFL player are very low.
He knows it.
And he knows it. And I'm there because Cal's a great school and I want to do this. We're not talking about him. We're talking about the guy that's the backup running back at Alabama.
Frontline guys.
Right. We're talking about the guy that can't get on the field on the O-line at Ohio State.
Right.
It's because the other 5 guys are all NFL players
They're all
too.
first-day guys.
Right.
Yeah.
And so I want to play. I want to go, and those are the guys we're talking about.
You got a surplus of running backs. They're all, let's say, 4 or 5-star guys.
Yeah.
And then you hit a problem where you lose 3 offensive linemen in 1 week, and you need bodies. You don't have enough. I'll tell you what. I'll flip you this third tailback we're not going to use for your starter at guard.
Right. Yeah, I mean,
we'll do that now.
It's...
the ages match.
Maybe what you do.
Years of eligibility matches.
Okay, if we're bringing trades to college sports,
right?
I'm in. Maybe the player gets to veto it. Maybe the kid
has no trade.
He has a no trade.
He has
exactly
a no trade
right.
clause.
That he says, do I want to go to Notre Dame? Yeah, I'll go to Notre Dame. Or wait, no, I'm not going to play at UNLV.
I'm not going to Texas
doing
Tech.
that.
Yeah, I'm not going there. I don't like the major. I'm about to graduate here.
But if you, or just more people are going to see me here. Like you could almost just completely take. If school is the reason, fine,
a guy who doesn't really care that much about.
Or this is actually a better situation for me over here.
It is. Like, he can veto it. Like, if you're a guy that really cares about your education, no, I don't like that major. I don't like that program. No, I'm going to stay here.
Yeah.
Right. But another guy who doesn't care, I get playing time over there. Go ahead and make that trade.
Yeah.
I'll go. Thank you very much.
Yeah.
Coming soon.
I almost went there anyway.
Right. They recruited me.
I like that coach. I just thought that this was,
See?
I mean, on a smaller level, it's not happening the same way exactly. But I was listening to a broadcast for UVA college football, so who cares? But when they brought it up, it was interesting to me. So for the Ivy Leagues, they can't play in their master's. They basically have a very finite level of eligibility, and if they want to have 1 extra year, they typically go to another bigger school that's not an Ivy. So one of the players on UVA, and Sedano might know more about this, came from Princeton, but UVA's recruiting always goes to Princeton and Harvard and grabs their guys. So it's almost like they have like a friendly trade agreement. Like, we'll give you these guys.
But think about it. That makes perfect sense because UVA is highly academic, and a kid that was attracted to the Ivy League to begin with.
Yeah.
And doing a play.
Isn't going to San Diego State.
But yeah, I'm
you
just
know
saying.
What I mean? Like he's to go to UVA. Sure, I'll do that.
This might already be some handshake agreements across the country that we just don't even know about.
Yeah.
Like, because I know that one from the school that I was listening to, but maybe USC has a handshake one with another school that's almost like a trade.
Yeah, and not throwing shade at San Diego State. My own kid goes there. I'm saying that just
I know what you mean.
there are places that fit Ivies. Like you go to Northwestern to an Ivy. Yeah, that makes sense. If you go, Stanford to an Ivy, sure.
My buddy's son, Zion, played at Dartmouth and graduated from Dartmouth, had one more year and played at Buffalo.
Oh, okay.
So, yeah, they finish up, they get their Ivy League degree, and then go play one more year someplace else to try to make their pro run.
You know who looks like they're having a pretty good life, DeMarco?
Who?
Roger Federer.
Gosh, what a life.
Roger Federer sitting on the set on ESPN at the Masters with, I believe, that's the Laura Rutledge, I believe is the one that's anchoring their coverage. Yeah. And he looks healthy and fit and very rich.
Super rich.
It just he looks like he's having the time of his life.
If you could be the best at either golf or tennis, you'd choose golf, right?
Me personally, I would choose golf.
I choose tennis.
But if you had both abilities at the highest level, generally, do you think the tennis player life or the golfer life is a better life? At the highest level.
The golfer.
You think?
Here's why, and it's a very specific reason.
Okay.
As a golfer, if you're the very best golfer and you're in that circle, 95% of the tournaments you play are in the United States, and you get to stay. If you're the world's best tennis, you're on the road every week. You travel the entire world. You're constantly jet lagged, going like that travel schedule would be monstrous. Whereas if you're just a golfer, you're almost always
an
in
American
the US.
golfer.
Yeah. But again, the best league is here. Like the best tennis league is international.
That's why I think I would go golf, because you get to play everywhere.
You'd want to travel.
I think I would love to.
So you want to do tennis.
But you just said how much you love looking at. I would love to be Roger Federer.
Look at that guy. Like,
Tell me that, yes.
That is the very definition of a master of the universe.
Big time. What did I just hear about? He was the most dominant champion ever?
Yeah.
Something like that? Like Roger Federer was at one point, he was unbeatable?
It's just like, look how handsome I am. Look how rich I am.
Yeah.
I'm just here chilling out. I'm going to go to the Masters.
Yeah,
I just think Djokovic is pretty dominant, the tennis player.
Oh, Joker. Yeah. I don't know who was talking about that. Federer was like, at one point was the...
Well, he and Tiger had that thing where they went back and forth, like who could win more slams.
The most unbeatable athlete of all time, crazy.
Roger Federer may be the choice. Like, I still think Adam Scott would be my first choice because Adam Scott's not nearly as famous as Roger Federer.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Like, just give me Adam Scott's life. A famous golfer, handsome, everything looks easy. Your fame, when you need it to be useful, but you're also anonymous to most people. Roger Federer would not be anonymous to most people.
I think this could be a fun thing one time to do, maybe in the middle of the summer, of like who had the most dominant 1 year of any athlete ever. Because I could say Michael Phelps. He didn't get beat in the entire Olympics 1 year. The most dominant things. You could say Serena. You could say Federer. You could say Brady.
Bolt.
Barry Bonds.
Yeah.
No one's beating Bolt.
Yeah.
Federer without the headband, I might miss. When he puts the headband on, you're Roger Federer.
Turn around.
See. Yeah.
That's Roger Federer.
Oh, that's Roger. Look at that dude.
Yeah.
A nice
I have
watch.
no bills. I have no
That
bills.
watch is probably worth more than all of our homes and cars combined.
Of course.
I have great health care.
And he was giving it for free.
I got on some weird Instagram thread where my algorithm started sending me all these crazy. Oh, it was during the Super Bowl where somebody showed a picture of Tom Brady and the watch he had on.
Oh, yeah.
And it was something crazy. It was like an $800,000 watch. And so I spent the whole time watching it. And then the algorithm was like, oh, he likes watches. I get sent these wild watch videos. I knew that watches could get very expensive. I had no idea.
Oh, that they're that crazy? Millions of dollars
in watches.
You better have security.
The one that Paul Newman wore, the Rolex Daytona he wore in that movie, I'm forgetting the name of the movie. It sold at auction for $16 million.
Good Lord. It tells time, people.
Right.
It tells time. I don't know what to say to you.
It has more functionality than like some jewelry, though.
I can buy the same thing at Walmart.
Yeah.
No, you can't.
Not really, man.
Yeah.
It tells time.
You can buy a watch at Walmart.
My phone tells time.
It does.
Yeah.
It does. Hot and Cold is coming up next. It's Travis DeMarco, 710 ESPN. Next Gen is the official AC heat and plumbing company of SoCal sports fans. Electrical, too. Don't forget about the electrical, Trav. Spring is here, which means that it's time for a little bit of a fresh start, right? And I know that you may not know this. Indoor air can be 2 to 5 times more polluted than outdoor air. So we're talking dust, allergens, pollutants. They build up in that ductwork inside your house, and they circulate through your home, and they can affect your health, you and your family's health. So NextGen is offering our listeners, ESPN LA listeners, a special spring cleaning deal to help you enjoy cleaner, safer air all season long inside your house. And for a limited time, homeowners can redeem a whole home air purifier. That's a $1,250 value, free with any whole home duct system replacement. They're open 7 days a week. They offer lifetime warranty options. They offer financing options. They have that incredible NextGen 5-star service, so do not wait and give them a call right now. 833-3NEXTGEN. That's 833-3NEXGEN, or visit nextgenairandplumbing.com to schedule your appointment today.
When pain keeps you from doing what you love, Hoag Orthopedic Institute gets you back to you. We are ranked number 18 in the nation and number 1 in Orange County for orthopedic and spine care by U.S. News & World Report. From the surf to the green, our world-class doctors are there, which is why more Californians choose Hoag Orthopedic Institute for orthopedic and spine care more than any other hospital. At Hoag Orthopedic Institute, there is no one better at getting you back to you. Proudly founded by premier physicians in partnership with Hoag. Learn more at HoagOrthopedicInstitute.com.
Big on protein, rich on flavor. The new $10 Islands Restaurant's protein bowls are here for a limited time. Packed with over 40 grams of protein and stacked with fresh ingredients for the flavors you love. Just in a bowl. Find your protein paradise at islandsrestaurants.com.
Hey, it's Mace. Looking for some fun and excitement? You got to check out Chumba Casino. It's 100% free to play. No purchase required. Enjoy hundreds of thrilling social casino games anytime, anywhere, like bingo, slingo, slots, and solitaire. Get in the action. Play now for a chance to redeem some serious prizes at ChumbaCasino.com.
Available only to players in the U.S., excluding Delaware, Washington, Michigan, Montana, Connecticut, and Nevada, and Canada, excluding Quebec. No purchase necessary. VGW Group. Void where prohibited by law. 21 plus. Terms and conditions apply.
Don't navigate the legal system alone. Hey, it's Travis. At the personal injury law offices of Joseph S. Normand, they will fight tirelessly to get you the max compensation you deserve. Joe and his team understand the emotional and financial toll that an injury can take on you and your life. Call 213-747-2000 or visit normandlegal.com. The law offices of Joseph S. Normand have helped thousands of people like you recover millions of dollars in settlements and verdicts. Visit normandlegal.com or call 213-747-2000. Your recovery is their priority.
Did you know your skin is the largest organ of your body? Huh? That's why you should shower with Old Spice Super Hydration Body Wash instead of plain old bar soap. Love your skin by super hydrating it with vitamin B3 and glorious notes of vanilla and shea. Did you know that my super hydrated skin is the second largest organ of my body? The first is my heart. Old Spice. Men have skin too. Old Spice Super Hydration Body Wash. 24/7 renewing moisture. With daily use.
SoFi Personal Loan is here to help you achieve something once thought impossible: overcoming high-interest credit card debt. Walk the tightrope of your finances with one low, fixed-rate monthly payment, no fees required, and as soon as the same-day funding. That's right, pull off your own debt-defying stunt with a SoFi Personal Loan. Visit SoFi.com/trick to learn more. Loans originated by SoFi Bank, N.A., member FDIC. Terms and conditions apply. NMLS 696891.
As you know, we've welcomed a new partner here at 710 ESPN, NextGen. NextGen, the official AC heat and plumbing company of SoCal sports fans.
You're as cold as ice.
Call 833-3-NEXTGEN, NEXGEN, or visit nextgenairandplumbing.com. Time for our feature we do 3 days a week. Who's hot? Who's cold? Thanks to NextGen.
Boy, time for Who's Hot? Who's Cold? Take it away, Producer M.
Thanks, Chris. So I'm very excited about this. This is a very cool thing that's going to happen in about 2 years for the 100th Academy Awards. There is going to be two new categories. And one of them is going to be for casting, which I think is an incredible category. The casting directors in this town do not get enough love. So best casting in a motion picture. And they're adding stunt design.
Oh,
that's awesome.
cool.
It's going to mean that there's one
Tom Cruise.
a lot,
Jackie
yes, Tom
Chan.
Cruise.
Yeah.
But it means there's going to be a lot more blockbusters at the award ceremony that could get an award.
Yeah.
And also, set design is incredible. Like, there are some movies that I watch, like John Wick. I watched John Wick, and it's just my jaw's on the floor. I don't care about the storyline of John Wick. I care about what cool stunt they're going to do this movie. I think this is incredible. These stunt performers in this town have not gotten enough love over the years. It's incredible. I'm excited.
I want to go back to the first category you mentioned about casting.
Yeah.
Because would be like two different ways to go about it, right? Like there would be I'm going to cast heavyweights, and I'm going to put together a movie that's got actors that
how to balance
or
all that.
I'm going to go find somebody that nobody knows that's really good at this, that's exactly the right person for this role. There's a lot of different ways you could do that. I'm here for the heavyweights because that's
I don't know.
interesting to me.
Me too. I don't know how it works. I thought it was just whoever accepted the role.
Nope.
Oh.
Somebody's got to say, give me that guy.
Go get me him.
So here's what it depends on the movie. So there are some movies where they go out and they try to offer different actors roles. A lot of movies you have to have a lot of people cast, put in stuff right.
Yeah.
But it's the idea of how to balance this. Who's the right person when this movie is written? Who is the right person for this role? Because there's going to be a million different voices, and so it might be down between like Jennifer Lawrence and Emma Stone.
Yeah.
But like both amazing actresses. But which is the best casting for the specific role? It doesn't necessarily mean that you're casting. You can't just walk up and go, Denzel, you're perfect for this role. Maybe Denzel isn't perfect for every role.
Yeah.
So it's the balance and the beauty of that profession, which I think is great.
I just hope the stunt part doesn't bring Steven Seagal back.
I know,
Hollywood.
right?
I'm done. Yeah.
We talked about it was Steven Seagal's birthday yesterday.
Was
when
it
you were
really?
Here.
Oh,
Yeah,
God.
It was
Okay.
Seagal's
Who did he
birthday
beat up?
yesterday. Yeah. He's a very specific flavor of chili.
But last year, stunt performers probably would have gone to The Fall Guy, which was an
Ooh.
amazing movie as well,
Still
for
haven't
their
seen
stunts. And happy about that. So, what's
Love
cold?
the TV show.
Calling in is cold, and I'm going to play this for you. So, the Paul Finebaum Show is a show that is almost entirely caller-based, and it's a lot of people in the South, and they are on hold for a long time. They can be on hold for hours. The show is 4 hours long. They can be on hold from the very beginning of the show.
This is going to be good.
And so, Paul is banging callers, and he goes to one, and he goes, Slammer, you there? So this is Paul.
Slammer is up next.
I lost about 40 pounds, and I was doing real good.
Slammer is
and I
next.
just got into a deal where I just started going and eating.
Slammer is next.
Like late with cereal.
Okay.
And it just caught up with me again.
Yeah. Okay. So
Slammer, are you there?
What color is your bowel movement?
Normal.
Oh.
What's normal?
Brown.
Brown.
Nothing that.
I think we've unfortunately tuned into a colonoscopy live on the air there. We'll take a short break here.
Amazing.
Wow.
Yeah, so the guy clearly did not mute himself, didn't know he was going to get a call, so nurse comes in right when he might be called on, and boop.
What? Okay, I got a lot of questions here.
Yeah?
I understand it's a medical procedure. You got to get done. I get it. Go get your diagnostics, folks. Go do it. When the nurse or the doctor comes into the room and says, hey, Slammer, nice to meet you. Thank you for coming in. What seems to be the problem? Don't you hit end on the call?
But then you get put in
Depends
the
on
back
what
of the
question
line
you
and
ask.
Paul
but
Finebaum.
Emily, you're not there for a colonoscopy for fun. You're not. You're there because you have a medical issue that
you
needs
might
to
have
be
had
addressed.
a legit SEC question for Paul Finebaum. Come on now.
He might want to learn about
You've been
trades
waiting-
and college
If you're
football.
in line at Starbucks to get your cup of coffee, you stay on the line.
Yeah.
If you're getting a colonoscopy,
Travis,
that's probably a fairly
This
important
is the South,
thing.
right?
Yeah, you're
and
right.
SEC ball. This is bigger than everything.
He's on
Fair
hold
point.
for 2 hours.
2
before
hours,
this,
man.
You know, then
You're right.
When's Nick Saban coming back?
that Dabo sweater
You know
you're so
what?
annoying.
You're right. I concede, and you're right. And you know what I've discovered?
Everything's on the
I
line.
don't care about anything the way that those people care about their college football teams.
Not more than a colonoscopy. No.
What if
Like anything? Like they I think they
you
care
might,
about.
You might do it for a Dodger. You might do it for a baseball.
Nah.
You might do it for a
DeMarco?
Fernando question.
I don't think I'd do it for one of my kids. What I'm telling you is like
Dang.
they care so. Like I love my kids, but I think those people like Alabama football more than I like
so
my
here's
kids.
what here's what Slammer does. I'm sure if he got on, if he realized he was on, he go Roll damn tide. All right, here, slammer.
Man.
Yeah. I said
Don't
it's
they
called.
give you drugs to do that exam?
Okay, so it might not be the act of a colonoscopy. It could just be that he is concerned about
prep
something that's
What is it
happening
when
in that
they,
aspect.
When they interview you, it's not called an interview. When they
Intake?
Intake, yes. Yes, they're the
Oh my
intake
God.
procedure.
Roll damn tide.
Is that for your car? The intake? That's for your car.
Yeah.
Something
When
like
was
that.
the last time you got the oil changed?
Right, there you go. Test the manifold.
Well, you've been looking under the hood regular, have you?
Oh, my God.
Those tires look a little low.
What color was it?
Yeah.
Brown.
Finebaum.
Jeez.
Did he get his
Okay.
question answered? Yeah.
Speaking of like that oil change stuff, one time, before I started to take care of my car and treat my car well, I did not get an oil change for probably too long. I told them the last time I got my oil change, and they laughed at me. I was like, okay, so you could be a little nicer and take
I
care of
bet
my
you they
car.
got there in and out in 15 minutes.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I was
Yeah.
like, okay. This was back when I was a much younger person.
Yeah,
Is that more than a
I
year?
was like,
Was that more than a year?
Yeah, probably.
Well, it's miles, too. If you weren't driving a lot.
No, I was.
Oh, yeah. You should do that. The dad mode's kicking in. Like,
Big time.
It's not recent. It was probably 7 years ago,
okay.
guys. Don't
Well,
worry.
Still, even more so. Even
Change your
more
oil,
so.
Rotate your tires.
4
Don't
cars in
get
7 years ago?
caught
Rotate your
Your-
tires.
Your
Yeah.
child having a car issue when you can't get to them is scary.
Oh, yeah, big time.
And
yeah.
the way we can prevent car issues is with regular maintenance.
There you
But
go.
Young
there's
lady.
a lot of shame around it, so don't laugh at somebody if they say they haven't gotten their car changed in a bit. But I have taken care of my car since.
you
I
go.
go
Good.
take it to mechanic every time I get my oil changed.
Who's Hot, Who's Cold is brought to you by Next Gen, the official AC, heat, and electrical company of SoCal sports fans. Call 833-3NEXGEN. Speaking of, the dump coming up next. It's Trav and DeMarco, 710 ESPN.
The black and gold are back at home and back to MLS action tomorrow night.
Out wide, Martinez into the area. His shot, Eddie Davides scores!
It's a SoCal NorCal showdown on a Saturday night as the Earthquakes come to BMO Stadium.
Maurice with a left-handed save. He knocks it over the crossbar and saves a goal.
LAFC battles San Jose in a Western Conference showdown. Coverage begins tomorrow night at 7 p.m. on the ESPN LA app.
So Mark Reel from Real Fathers writes, I always say on the air, you have to have the right family law firm that is going to get you the happiness you deserve and the justice you deserve.
Really, the legal system is designed and set up for fathers to fail. I set out to create a firm and to create something that would help all men navigate that successfully.
We have a new phone number for Real Fathers Rights.
833-ESPN-710.
And RFR710.com.
Yes, RFR710.com.
Bottom of the ninth, bases loaded, crowd rocking for Rattlesnake Chevrolet's top hitter, Mike Capozio. He's facing off with the Bulldog, and these two have quite the history. Here's the pitch. Oh, he got all of it. That ball is out of here like a red Corvette, and it's going and going and going. Yes!
Dad, are you having that dream again?
Come see what the fun is all about at Rattlesnake Chevrolet.
Vivid Seats is your ultimate destination for basketball and hockey this season. With a game-changing rewards program and an unbeatable selection of tickets, they make it easy for every fan to watch their favorite teams and players in action. Catch every one-timer and buzzer-beating 3 live and in person from your favorite seat. Plus, every ticket is backed by a 100% buyer guarantee, giving you peace of mind with every purchase. Don't miss out. Visit VividSeats.com or download the app today. Vivid Seats, the official ticketing partner of ESPN.
The sports calendar is heating up, and with ESPN Bet Sportsbook, you can go from checking news and stats to placing bets in just a couple of taps. Stream games, bet live, and get exclusive offers when you link your ESPN account. Right now, you can get $100 in bonus bets when you make your first $10 wager. Download the ESPN Bet app and sign up with promo code JOEQ to get started today. That's JOEQ, Joe Q. Must be 21 plus. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER. Terms and conditions apply. See app for details. Offer not available in New York. It's time for everything we haven't gotten to today. Yes, it's time for the dump.
All great people steal outright from other people when they have a good idea. I'm looking at SportsCenter right now, and there's a slug. Canty suggests trading T.J. Watt to acquire Brock Purdy.
Are you out of your mind? I'm sorry. Did he really just say that loud?
Well, apparently.
Why would you trade T.J. Watt, one of the best pass rushers we've ever seen, for a guy we're not sure about? That makes a whole lot of sense, Chris.
To that, yeah.
Love you, Chris, but come on, bro.
I would not sign off on that.
At all.
No, T.J. Watt.
The Steelers aren't going to sign off on that.
Yeah.
Are you out of your mind? I guess it's Friday.
Yeah,
Let's talk about crazy stuff.
I'm literally trying to come up with a devil's advocate argument, and I can't find it.
If I'm trading T.J. Watt, it's for somebody elite.
Yeah.
Right now.
Yeah.
Not
T.J. Watt's Hall of Famer, right?
Yes. Not basically Joe Bag of Donuts with a lot of money.
Yeah.
Come on.
No,
Are you crazy?
T.J. Watt is a great player of his era.
He's going to the Hall of Fame someday.
What if it came with a truckload of picks?
Okay, then we might be in business.
T.J. Watt, Baker Mayfield, and a couple picks.
We might be in business.
Yeah.
Yeah, might be in business.
Yeah.
If I can get some picks out of the Niners.
Yeah.
And a quarterback.
Yeah.
I might flip you, TJ.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think I can find another pass rusher.
Because the Steelers don't feel like they're particularly close, right? And if you're making that really hard decision of, man, I don't want to do it, but if I can jumpstart our next great run, and I can use T.J. Watt the last few years of his prime to get a bunch of picks.
Emily, you would know. He had a decent year, right? And a decent year is great by.
He missed some time.
He
misses time most every season.
And the Steelers were
really
okay.
Hard.
So if you wanted to business wise for what you're paying him, if you wanted to flip him, okay, I could see you making that argument, but not a straight
He's your
one-for-one
team,
trade.
No.
So if you look at the record of every time T.J. Watt plays, it's almost every time he plays, the Steelers play, and every time he doesn't play, the Steelers lose.
You mean
and
win?
So,
Yeah. Okay. That's crazy.
Yeah, that's what I meant. So every time T.J. Watt plays, they win. Every time that he doesn't play, they lose.
Yeah.
It's as simple as that.
Yeah. Emily, your pick for Rory McIlroy is looking pretty good right now. He's worked his way all the way back up to third place. He is 2 back. He's still got a couple holes to go. He could close the gap even more, or the other thing could happen too. Bryson DeChambeau is at 7 under through 15, and Justin Rose is your second-round leader. At the moment, he's in the house, 8 under par. So he was 7 under yesterday, just 1 under today. Pretty typical.
Not bad,
to do well on Sunday, where do you want to be today? Like what rank?
1.
We were talking about it yesterday. I think the number to win this tournament is somewhere between 12 and 15 under. So if you're at 8 right now, you're in a pretty good spot. Yeah, you're about halfway home at the halfway point.
And you want to be like top 8 to have a shot, top 4?
It's more how far away from the lead are than where you are. Like you could be at 20th and 5 shots back. That's in a pretty good spot. So we'll see how it shakes out. I hope Rory wins. I really, truly do.
I think he played in every game. TJ Watt. He did. 11.5 sacks on a down year. And
That's a down year?
I thought that he didn't play some games
1,
last year.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
I could be wrong.
Yeah,
I could be wrong.
Yeah, he played in every game. 11.5 sacks on a down year. Heck no. No.
Those are 2 different levels
Why
of
are you
guys.
disrespecting the pass rushers, man?
He just wrecks the game.
Yeah.
He's a game wrecker, and you know that he's going to come up with something. He has a bunch of strip sacks. He creates turnovers out of nowhere. Even if he doesn't sack somebody, he's going to be in a play.
That's funny. You could have said the same thing about Brock Purdy. He's a game wrecker. He's going to.
I don't know. Purdy's not
I'm
game
kidding.
wrecker.
I'm messing with Jorge.
I know you are, but I'll be honest. I'm not. And when he's got the ball in his hands, I'm not that worried.
Purdy?
Yeah.
I think there might
when
be.
he hands it to McCaffrey, I
There's
get worried.
potential for growth there.
Yeah.
He's not as bad as you think. I'm just.
I don't
messing
think
with
he's
Jorge.
bad.
Yeah.
I just don't. There are
He's
10 or
not
12
there
guys
yet.
in that league. It's
Yeah.
like, oh boy, he's not one of those 10 or 12 dudes.
Let me see what he finished with.
It was today in. You took it down, and what was the year for "Not Hit Me, Baby" one more time? Oops, I did it again.
Well, I took it down because we already talked about it.
Well,
a
I
couple
just
times
wanted to
today.
say it again for maybe somebody that was coming in. What's the anniversary? What was the year?
25 years ago.
25
was
years
when
ago.
"Oops, I Did It Again."
Oops, I
was
did it
released.
again. It was the
25 years.
impetus for our snake draft today,
Yes.
which, by the way, I liked everybody's list. That was pretty good. I don't know what Baby Reindeer is, but it premiered in 2024.
It was one of the most watched shows on Netflix last year. It won a jillion awards at every award
Is
show.
that the one about the stalker?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
And if you want to book the Emmys, you can tell who's going to win a bunch of Emmys by the British show that pops off the screen. So last year it was Baby Reindeer. This year it's Adolescence. One of those very whoa, that's a crazy show.
Okay. Have you watched any Adolescence?
I have.
No.
No. I watched the first episode. It's so bizarre. It's like the story is very compelling. Right?
Adolescence?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's about.
So here's what it's about.
It's about a kid that gets accused of a crime.
Yes.
And it's like there's no cuts.
Yes.
It's just the camera just goes from one room to the other, one character from another.
It's a oneer.
It's really, really strange.
A little behind the scenes on the Netflix thing is Netflix ordered a show for a oneer. They wanted a show that the entire season is just a one-shot show. Each episode is one shot. And they just happened, that was like their mandate. Like, let's find a show that they have everything in one shot.
Oh.
They found this show from Adolescence. It's 4 episodes. Everything's filmed.
Did you like it?
I think it's incredibly compelling. I think I'm still thinking about it. To say I liked it in terms of like the subject matter is so hard to take that it's hard to like, especially if you get to the 3rd episode. That one's incredible. The actor who plays the main
is it
young
Stephen
boy.
Graham? No.
Yes, it is Stephen Graham.
That is Stephen Graham. Okay.
The young boy who is the main actor in this is absolutely incredible, and this is his first job.
Yeah.
And there's one scene in the 2nd episode where it's the only like visual effects they use in the entire season, but it's not like they altered it. They just took out. They didn't have a window. They put a window in, but the camera moves from inside to outside. It's just incredible choreography. Very well done.
I like the Stephen Graham dude. He's funny.
He's not funny in this.
It's really, really intense.
I don't want to see it.
Yeah. It's put it to you this way. I watched the first episode. I don't think I'll go back and watch the rest of it. It was one of these. Yeah. This is a lot. I don't turn on the TV to feel that.
Don't spoil it for people who haven't seen it. But
my God.
If you have children, I can understand how watching this show would be incredibly difficult.
Yeah, I watched it and I'm like, no, I think I'm out. I don't want to feel like that.
The most watched thing on Netflix's platform of all time.
Singing in the Rain was released today in 1952. I know M is a big favorite. I just picture the guy hanging from the light pole, swinging around. And Gene Kelly, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
You know what I picture? Clockwork Orange.
This?
Why?
Singing in the Rain.
Oh.
You don't remember this? Yeah.
I don't.
Oh, my God. It's a terrible scene with that song.
Oh, really?
Yeah. One of the worst in the movie.
I know the movie. That's the where they hold the guy's eyes open, right?
That's another horrible part of that.
Yeah.
But that Singing in the Rain is in that movie, and it's a terrible part.
Okay. I saw a Singing in the Rain, not for the first time, but one of the many times, at the Hollywood Bowl. That's a great movie to watch at the Hollywood Bowl. Everyone's cheering along with it. It's one of those movies I put on if I'm feeling sad, because it's a very cheerful movie, very well-done movie.
Probably why you did it. Yeah.
Here's one of my all-time favorites. Maybe not on the same level historically as Singing in the Rain, but, to each his own. Anaconda was released in 1997 today. Awesome
J-Lo.
movie. J-Lo, Ice Cube, John Voight. Just an incredibly bizarre, weird, awesome, goofy movie.
Let me see if I can hit the Ice Cube line. There's snakes in the river this big.
So we had Cube on the show one day, and I asked him about it. I'm like, and I think it was here to talk about Big 3 basketball. And so I'm like, we're going to talk about, I promise, but I got to ask you about Anaconda.
Yeah.
He gave the best answer, that the snake was like a animatronic, robot snake, and they couldn't get the thing to work right. He goes, that snake nearly killed me.
Really?
Yeah, it was just a total mess.
That was a fun movie.
It's a super
J-Lo,
fun movie.
John Voight, Owen Wilson.
Oh,
Owen Wilson, yeah.
He
didn't make to the end.
Yeah, that's great.
Yeah.
Draft Day was released on this day in 2014.
What did you think of Draft Day?
Mid, at best.
That's what I thought.
At best.
I like Costner.
Wow. Yeah, I like Costner too. That just wasn't a very good movie.
I don't even remember what it was about.
It was about him being smarter than everybody and getting both the guys in the draft that he wanted, and he had an instinct for the quarterback that wasn't at the part.
That was it?
It's like Moneyball-ish, but not as good.
But on guts as opposed to math.
Analytics,
Yeah, like math, here's the math. This is the thing that works. This was the anti-Moneyball. I got a feeling about this guy.
Was not my favorite.
I have a funny story. So one time I was swimming at the Rose Bowl Aquatic Center, and I had just finished my swim, and then I went to the hot tub because they have one there. I was like, I usually go there to cool off after my thing. Sometimes people will talk to me, people will just look in the sky or whatever. And this guy, we got to chatting. I just moved here, and he's like, "Oh, that's great. Welcome in." He's like, "What do you do?" I told him what I do. He's like, I was in Draft Day.
Oh, that's funny.
Oh my God.
And I was like, "Sure, okay, I'll believe
funny.
you."
Good for you. Yeah.
And then lastly, in 2003, Pat Riley and the Miami Heat retired Michael Jordan's jersey.
That was awesome.
Miami.
Good for him.
It's awesome? That's weird.
That's
strange.
That's spec.
I get after the fact, if the man
That's just respect for who he was. Yeah, the guy.
But he didn't play for you.
I know, but it's Pat Riley respecting the game, respecting Jordan. I thought that was
a little
dope.
weird.
On a different team.
I know. You probably will never see it again. Maybe LeBron.
Different.
No.
It's a little butt kissery.
Is there a number? Is it Bill Russell's number that's retired throughout the league? Is that the one?
Hey, what's that?
No, LeBron wore 6 for a while.
Okay, but was he grandfathered in?
Oh, could have been.
Yeah.
It has been, I believe, since retired.
Okay.
Since retired.
It's retired by every team?
Yeah.
I think so.
What's up, man? You look good. Look at you.
He's got work tonight.
You got work tonight, huh?
He's got a game to call.
Who's gonna start tonight?
We'll do it when we come back.
Oh,
Super
okay.
Crosstalk coming up next.
Steve Mason and John Ireland.
Mason and Ireland. Next at noon after Travis and DeMarco.
Success is given, not earned.
Couldn't disagree more.
Yeah.
You know who are good examples of this? Me and you.
Yeah. And both of us busted our asses to get where we are.
You know, I'm not necessarily the best looking or the most talented person doing this. I just have a sick work ethic.
Yeah, exactly.
So, but I think
kids work hard.
The OGs of LA Sports Radio. That's Mason and Ireland.
On 710 ESPN.
When pain keeps you from doing what you love, Hoag Orthopedic Institute gets you back to you. We are ranked number 18 in the nation and number 1 in Orange County for orthopedic and spine care by U.S. News and World Report. From the surf to the green, our world-class doctors are there, which is why more Californians choose Hoag Orthopedic Institute for orthopedic and spine care more than any other hospital. At Hoag Orthopedic Institute, there is no one better at getting you back to you. Proudly founded by premier physicians in partnership with Hoag. Learn more at HoagOrthopedicInstitute.com.
This is John Ireland. You know BBGO. You see their logo on every Lakers jersey, but did you know BBGO is the official game day snack of the Lakers? BBGO promises bold, authentic Korean flavor. And if you're tired of the same old snacks while watching the game, try America's favorite and #1 Asian snack brand. You can find BBGO products in the freezer section. Try the steamed dumplings or the mandu. BBGO knows that food brings people together, just like the purple and gold. Try BBGO today.
ESPN LA is hitting the road. Tune in Monday, April 14th to Sedano and Cap as we broadcast live from SeaWorld San Diego. We'll explore the nation's largest standalone jellyfish exhibit, the all-new Jewels of the Sea, featuring awe-inspiring jellyfish, and set sail on a flavor adventure at the Seven Seas Food Festival. Don't miss the action, the fun, and maybe even a few surprises. Monday, April 14th, 3 to 6 p.m. Live from SeaWorld San Diego. SeaWorld San Diego. Open your world to something amazing.
Hey guys, it's Cap. Here's the scenario. Your home is flooded and the damage is severe. Now it feels like your insurance company is turning on you. They won't approve a replacement living arrangement and the adjuster leaves you in the lurch. Take a breath and call Avner Gatt, one of Southern California's largest public adjuster firms. Avner Gatt knows how to fight back when your insurance company makes you feel like a criminal, leaving you with no hope of getting into your home and getting it all back together. With decades of experience and a passion for helping people, Avner and his family take the call themselves. So whether you have a toilet overflow, a broken water line, a burst supply line, a broken fire sprinkler, whatever the water damage is, you call Avner Gatt today at 818-917-5256 or you go to avnergatt.com. It's 818-917-5256 or avnergatt.com. You call, Avner answers, he says hello. Your claim is our game. avnergatt.com.
ESPN AM 710 Los Angeles.
KRDC AM 1110 Pasadena, Los Angeles.
K256CX 99.1 FM Pasadena, Los Angeles.
It's the greatest segment in LA sports radio history.
Oh my God. When the shows come together for magic on the radio.
It will only grow stronger. It's time for Super Crosstalk.
Whoa. Ireland is here. AK is here. The Masters is on, John. And Rory McIlroy is making a comeback today. He's on fire.
He was good yesterday.
Until he wasn't.
Yeah, and then 2 holes blew him up. But
Two doubles coming down the stretch. Right now, he's tied for second place. He's got all the way back up to 6 under.
I predicted that Ludwig Oberg would win. How is he doing?
He is Ludwig. Nope, he's doing really well. He's at 4 under, just 4 off the lead, and that looks to be about 10th place.
Justin Rose is still in the lead.
Yeah, but only shot 1 under today. So he's done with 8 under par. McIlroy, DeChambeau,
There's
Scheffler,
Oberg. He's
all
still
on
out
his
there.
heels. All on his heels.
Does
so
anyone
it should be
personally
pretty
know a Ludwig? A Ludwig?
Beethoven and
That's it.
Aberg.
Any of
Those
your
are the only
friends
two
named
guys
Ludwig?
that I know.
No? That's
Oh,
all?
wasn't Eddie Van Halen? No, Wolfgang. Was his
Wolfgang
son.
Van Halen. Yes,
I
not
knew that
Ludwig.
There was
Yes.
a few in there. How you feeling, AK?
Feeling good.
Yeah?
Feeling very good.
Okay.
All right, so we were
You
just
better.
talking in the other room. I just showed Andy and Travis the Houston Rockets injury report for tonight. They are not playing. Basically, they're playing Jalen Green because he has a consecutive game streak that he wants to protect. But here's Dylan Brooks out, Tari Eason out, Alpi Shingun out, Jabari Smith out, Jayshawn Tate out, Amin Thompson out, Fred Van Vliet out.
That's everybody.
That's the whole
Reed
Rocket.
Shepard could go for 40 tonight. But Andy,
Minutes at
you
the
were
very
saying
least.
that if you were Ime Udoka, former Laker Ime Udoka,
I
you
remember
would
when he was a Laker.
Yeah, you would not do this. Why?
This team is so inexperienced collectively in terms of the guys that are going to play. Other than Fred Van Vliet and Dylan Brooks and Steven Adams, but he only plays about 15 or so minutes a night. Everyone else who matters has literally no playoff experience. I'm not even saying limited.
Limited, yeah.
None. And they're going to have
And the Lakers have to play this game tonight because
Right.
they need one more.
Right.
So this would have been, like I said about both the Oklahoma City game and
Good
the Dallas
litmus test.
game, that those were basically
Yeah.
playoff games.
Yeah.
Right, but
Yeah.
from my concern, if I'm Udoka, it's not about the result of this game tonight. It's about the idea that I would not want my guys going into a playoffs that they have no experience, already going to have like a 6-day layoff as it is. I don't want them losing potentially any focus.
Well, and the
This
intensity,
is the old argument, Trav, rest or rust.
Right.
Yeah.
How
right.
do you, Jamarco, like Sean McVay, for example,
Yeah.
rests everybody when he is allowed to. He doesn't play anyone in the preseason. If they clinch early and it's week 17.
Last year against Seattle.
No starters play.
I
How do you
remember.
feel about that position?
Okay, so I don't think he does it as a blanket rule. It depends on how you're playing lead up into that
His
game.
track record is that he does.
But I think you have to play well. If you need to play guys into that last game, he will. If you're not playing well leading up to that. If you earn it and you get the day off, so
I don't
be it.
ever remember him doing that. Do you?
They've always been pretty good towards the end. They've made runs. You want to protect guys. But football's different.
Right.
Because guys can get hurt.
Right.
The
You don't
injury
really get-
risks, the injury risks with the NFL, and you're not going to have as long of a layoff.
Right.
That's the big difference.
Well, I just keep coming back to the intensity, like you were saying, John, that these are de facto playoff games, that both teams have the Lakers are going to come out fully loaded because they have to come out fully loaded. You could kind of see where you are. Understand the intensity, the speed,
but that's
all
also
of it
why,
that comes along with it.
That's also why, but you remember the back-to-back with OKC and Dallas, and originally the Lakers made it seem like they might have been sitting everybody heading into the OKC game, put all the eggs into the Dallas basket. I wanted, and ultimately we got everybody to play.
Yeah.
Other than Rui, who's dealing with a legit injury management.
Until JT Orr threw Luke out of the game for no reason.
Right. But the plan
You
that
cracked me
JT Orr was not in on was for everybody to play.
Yeah.
And a big reason for that was you keep sharpening. Like, you keep getting better. Like, this group has not played a ton together.
I love where they are right now.
But
the Rockets or the Lakers?
The Lakers.
Yeah, me too.
But you get there from playing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, everything
So,
can't be about just
Andy,
maintenance.
what would you? Okay, assume the Lakers win tonight. Would you be okay with them sitting everybody Sunday? Because I think
Versus
they're
Portland.
gonna.
Yes. Okay.
Because you're not going to get much of a sharpening
You're
game
talking
against
about a
that
playoff
Blazers team
matchup.
And who
anyway.
are we talking about? You're talking about LeBron, Luka, Austin Reeves, Gabe Vincent. These guys have played in games like this.
And you're about to go into a break anyway. So at that point, you're talking about 1 day longer as opposed to an entire weekend and a game and then the carryover.
John, give me an I don't care one more time, please. That was great.
Oh well, what Michael was saying was Ireland. The ref thought he was talking to him. That's why he threw Luke out.
I know.
And I said, I don't care.
I don't care.
I don't care.
Why does that
love
make
it.
a difference? Why would you throw him out?
I don't know. It didn't make any sense. You can't. The only question I had was, do you think stars shouldn't be thrown out of games, period, or just not for that?
Well, I'm an absolutist on this.
Yes.
I've said many times, if I was an NBA official, and I know Monty McCutcheon, the head of the officials, I've known him for 25 years. He's a great guy. I've told this to Monty. He disagrees, but he reffed like this when he was an official for 30 years. DeMarco, for you to get a technical foul, you can MF me up and down all you want, but I'm only issuing technical fouls for physical altercations.
Okay, that's
you
fair.
have to do something. You have to make physical contact illegally with someone else, and it needs to be excessive. If you come at me and say, Ireland, you MFer, you're here to F us, you effed up that call, I would look right at you and say, shut up, you baby, go play.
Right.
And I would keep moving. And if, by the way, you wouldn't shut up, I would go, DeMarco, one more word, and I'm going to tee you up. Do you understand?
Yeah.
One more word, and then I'd walk away.
Okay.
The refs don't do any of that.
But
wouldn't you, if you're Luka, stop talking after the first team?
I sit courtside a lot.
Yeah.
They don't issue warnings.
I have a question, like an administrative question about this, and maybe Monty McCutcheon has told you the answer. I don't know if this is a rule or this is ego. When a situation like the one you had the other night in OKC happens, where the official clearly made a mistake, where he thought something was directed at him that was not, where it was directed at a fan, right? And the other referees see that JT Orr has misinterpreted what has happened. Why can't they go over there and say, JT, you missed this one. He was talking to him, not to you. We got to roll this back.
It happens more than you think.
Okay.
But it happened the other night. There was an out-of-bounds play that clearly the ball went off the Lakers.
Okay.
And one of the refs made a very demonstrative Laker ball call.
Okay.
And the crew chief ran in with his whistle and went, wait, and walked up to him and said, hey, you missed that. It clearly went. They do it all the time.
Is it different if it's a tech situation?
I've seen what you can do, and what is kind of the unwritten rule is 3 different Lakers ran up to JT Orr right when he ejected Luka and went, no, you're making a mistake. He was talking to a fan.
Right.
And JT Orr immediately got his back up and went, I don't want to hear it. I don't
So
want
it's
to hear
ego.
it. He's out. 100%.
Yeah.
See, like
if JT would have gone, like if I throw Andy out because I think he's MFing me, which again, DeMarco, I would not do because it's just talk.
But Luka's already been teed up, though. That's what I'm saying.
He already had one tee.
Yeah.
So this guy thinks that Luka has MF'd him. He gives him a second tee. 3 different people walk up to me, the official, and say, no, you misinterpreted this. He was talking to a fan. I, at that point, could have gone, hold up, let me confer with the other refs. But if I get defensive and immediately say, I don't want to hear it, you're gone, get out of here, the other refs aren't going to show up that third ref.
Right, they're going to protect their guy.
Right.
So you can rescind those.
I honestly think what you just described,
in
John.
the moment, DeMarco, they change calls all the time.
What you just described, though, is my biggest problem with the entire thing, which is that they're not going to show up their co-referees. This is the thing where the good ones protect the bad ones, and that's why the whole thing stinks.
Right, and
that if you have if I know you blew it, it's my job as an administrator of the game to pull you, say, hey, John, you missed this. We can't kick him out of the game. You're wrong. I don't care if it's embarrassing for you. We got to keep it moving.
And that's the word.
And the other two
by the way,
referees.
I actually thought, and I love JJ Redick. He's like my favorite coach that we've had recently, and
Really?
I've liked all these guys, but I just think JJ gets it.
Yeah.
I thought, because JJ runs a little hot, I thought he was going to get ejected over this, which is probably
Shouldn't he have? Yeah.
He didn't react demonstratively. He didn't react at all.
No, shouldn't he have been run after Luka got thrown out?
I would have made a gigantic issue out of it.
Big deal.
And got myself thrown out.
I don't think you should do that because the game's too important. Like, if you're bothering playing everybody for this game,
they still had the lead in that moment.
To make a big point of it, he should have been run. But
the big point can be made afterwards. If you can't get it reversed, you want your actual coach there. Well, at that point, you're cutting off your nose to spite your face.
Yes.
The game was too important. But to me, though, what bothers me the most about what happened with Luka, because, like, John, I disagree with the idea that the refs are just there to be berated all game for 48 minutes.
Yeah.
Like,
Monty McCutcheon says there has to be mutual respect.
Look, it's a workplace environment. They're not the help. They're not there to just be berated over the course of a game. There should be limits. But that has nothing to do with what happened with Luka.
Yeah.
Luka actually wasn't berating the refs.
Not in that moment.
Yeah,
no, but like
you're right. You're making 2 different points.
Right, like
I
looked this up. Luka, at least up to the point of this game, I don't know if it's been completely updated, but he has had 93 techs over the course of his career. 5 ejections, which is actually pretty low.
That's about one a year for him. I think this is his 6th or 7th
It's about
year.
1 1/4 every
That
year.
means that after he gets the one, he chills.
He
shuts his
mouth.
Yeah.
For all the nonstop, never shut the bleep up from Luka, he's pretty good at recognizing I've got a tech at this point.
I'm going to pipe down.
But Andy,
Right.
how I see the point you're making about the refs are not there to be berated. But how hard would it have been for that ref, after he thought Luka MF'd him, to go, Luka, one more word
I
and
think,
you're out?
I think you are assuming without knowing for sure that he didn't do that.
Oh, I know for a fact he didn't.
Well-
They asked Tony Brothers after the game.
I want to try to answer your
they
question.
They didn't ask Tony Brothers had he been given a warning. They asked him what happened, why he got ejected.
Right. Luka did not get a warning. I can tell you that for sure.
JT Orr blew it. He blew it, and he they should have collectively gotten together.
He's
and,
also
and
gotten warnings
unwound
over
it.
the course of his entire career.
This is my point, which is I'm not saying that Lucas should have been kicked out. He obviously should not have been kicked out.
Right,
But
100% should
but,
not have
But
been
when
kicked out.
a guy is incessantly whining, sometimes you react badly to it and you make mistakes. And I've used my kids as this example where you leave the stuff on the floor, on the floor, and then the one time someone else did it, I blow up at you for leaving the Legos because I stepped on it.
Right.
That is my fault. I did get it wrong, but the reason we're here is because you're always
Luka
doing
has
it.
received
In honor
many
of
warnings over his
Andy and I
career.
have had a lifetime argument over who started the blame pie. Andy says him and Brian started it. Mason and I feel like we started it. In honor of Andy and I's lifetime dispute, if we were doing a blame pie, I would go 90% ref, 10% Luka.
Yeah, that's where I am.
I don't even know if I'd give Luka 10%
I
in
would.
this situation.
I think that's about all I would give him.
I
lost
would.
the benefit of
when,
the doubt.
When you leave your toys on the rug every day, and I step on that Lego in the
Shout
middle of the
that
night,
way.
and I blow up, and it wasn't you.
Right.
That's a
what I
little
said.
you.
Luka, they're looking to throw you out. Stop
That's a
talking.
little you.
Yeah. They're stop.
But
Can you resend
this was
ejections?
legislating fun.
If you throw a guy out, I'm
They
wrong.
already did.
You can let him play again.
No. Well, what they would have had to do, you have to do that in the moment.
Yeah.
So
In the
what
moment.
they could have done is, all right,
T, gone.
You're gone. And then what JT, or when the Lakers ran to him and said, no, you misunderstood this. He was talking to a fan.
They can let the guy play.
JT
Oh.
Orr should have called the other
Yes.
two refs over
Absolutely.
and said, guys, did I miss this?
Who's the coach of the OKC? Dagino?
Mark Dagnall. He's the reigning NBA coach of the year.
Right,
really
right.
good guy. Really good coach.
Let's say what we're all suggesting should have happened did, where he thumbs him and then says, I got it wrong, he's back in. Does the OKC coach raise hell at that point?
I wouldn't. No,
Do you
because he
think he
did.
mi-
The fact that they rescinded the technical the next day indicates that Lucas should not have been thrown out anyway.
Right.
Yeah, no, I'm not
Dagnall strikes me as the type of guy who plays his own ball.
Okay.
He's not
okay.
worried about
That's what I'm getting at.
Yeah.
Like, does he
Okay.
say, no, you kicked him out because Luka off the floor gives me a much better chance of winning the game, and you kicked him out, now he's not out?
I doubt he raises too much.
Okay. Okay.
And what good is it? I said this in the moment. Had they done this to Shea, I still would have lost it.
Well, plus, too, if you're Dagnall, you don't even need the win at that point as much as I would want to see my team against Luka.
Yeah.
Like, I think they benefit more from having Luka
I
out
got to
there.
imagine that what they saw with his
info.
team against the Lakers at full strength, he didn't love what he saw.
Another reason.
By the
I'm
way,
glad
at
they
the
played
time,
everyone.
DeMarco, they ejected Luka. The score was 108-107 Lakers with 7
I
minutes
know.
to go.
Completely affected that game.
They kneecapped what was
But,
one of the
dude,
great NBA games of the
But
season.
Luka, stop talking.
Yes.
They're after you. Stop
Yeah,
talking.
he was talking to a fan.
I know.
I don't even know if
know.
they're after him, but when he never stops
Like at
whining.
that point, the ref
talking.
was actually legislating fun out
Yeah.
of him. Like the fan was having fun.
Everybody was
like,
having a
McMenamin
blast.
went and talked to the fan.
Yeah,
fans
you blew it.
pay
You
a
blew it.
lot of money.
Courtside tattoo dude.
Yeah.
Fans pay a
Come on.
lot of money to have that seat so they can interact with players.
Yeah.
Like you might as well toss
Crazy.
the fan at that point.
All right, somebody throw
Teed
us
him
out.
up.
That's me.
Throw us
you're,
out.
You're out of here, DeMarco. Stop looking at me. Stop MFing me. We're doing it.
talking to
Super
John.
Crosstalk is over. We'll see you on Monday.